pass or run. Well, that has to change this season.
And obviously the health of our running back room has just been a nightmare. And with Kendra Miller, Devin Neal, like I mentioned, both those guys hopefully can get through this game without sustaining anything else, because we need them. I mean, even whether it's on the active roster or even the practice squad.
Yeah, and Steve, I wanted to bring this up also because, again, we are a creature of habits. Do better just converting on third down. You can't be in the 30%.
Besides turnovers, that's one you're always harping on for sure.
Yeah, we got to be, I don't know, not 50%, but, 45%. And last week we were only 31%. Now, defense has been outstanding on third down. That needs to continue. But, get off to a fast start like you did last week against the Jags, because I think we could parlay that into getting off fast starts to kick off the regular season.
That is a wrap, folks, on the Bud Light Countdown to kickoff. Make sure you keep it locked right here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network for more exciting play-by-play coverage. Deuce and Hoss on the call, Jeff Nowak on the sideline. Just 26 minutes left till kickoff. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll be back with even more at halftime and then in the postgame show right here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
That's it for the Bud Light Countdown to Kickoff on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Brought to you by Rouse's, your #1 low-price leader and official supermarket of the Saints. Saints fans, stick around. You're moments away from today's exciting Saints game action on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Bobby Aber, KJ Cannon here. Look, at Rouse's Markets, taking care of 1.2 million customers a week starts with great prices. Shop the Rouse's weekly ad for the best deals. I do every week. No one puts more groceries on sale than Rouse's. And the savings don't stop with the ad. You'll find values down every aisle, all through the store. Rouse's, your #1 local low-price leader and the official supermarket of the Saints. You'll be amazed how much you can save at Rouse's.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line, dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at oxnard.org/schedule.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
Garage doors from Ace Garage Door Company are built tough, durable, reliable, and ready to handle whatever life throws at them. Just like the best offensive lines in football, our best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong, keeping your home safe and looking great like a fresh uniform. Don't fumble with weak garage doors for your home or business. Call Ace Garage Door Company today, where strength meets style. Visit acegaragedoorllc.com and Google them to read 1,200 five-star reviews.
Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door. Ready to jumpstart your career? Goodwill Technical College is now enrolling, and this is your chance to build a brighter future. We've got the programs that will take you from the classroom to the career of your dreams.
I'm on my way to success, thanks to Goodwill Technical.
Financial aid and scholarships are available, as well as child care and transportation, so nothing's holding you back. Classes are filling up fast. Don't wait. Enroll today at Goodwill Technical College and start your journey to a better tomorrow. Visit goodwilltech.edu or call now to secure your spot.
Here we go. Time for New Orleans Saints football Brought to you by Rouse's, your number one low price leader and official supermarket of the Saints. Now, the voice of the Saints, Mike Hoss, Saints color analyst Deuce McAllister, and a nation of diehard Saints fans.
Hey, I'm Lainey from Gentilly, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Jeff from Mandeville, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Chris. I'm from Algiers, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Nate. I'm from Uptown, and I'm a Saints fan.
My name's Julia. I'm from Pass Christian, and I'm a Saints fan.
I'm Scott from Mobile, and I'm a Saints fan.
And I'm Bobby Hebert, and this is the Who Dat Nation.
Deuce McAllister and Mike Hoss, take it away.
Good afternoon, and welcome to New Orleans Saints football. I'm Mike Hoss, and welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, our summer vacation home. Today, it's the Saints and the Rams, and the culmination of 10 days of extreme work, 3 joint practices, 2 preseason games, and 11 bench-clearing battle royales, 10 from 1 expensive practice with Dallas alone. The best analyst in football, former number 1 pick for the New Orleans Saints, Deuce McAllister. And Deuce, we knew this would be a tough stretch. 47 plays with the Rams in the practice, Dallas 80, Jacksonville 90. That's 217 joint practice plays. Not even talking about the Jacksonville game. Man, this is a stretch.
Definitely a stretch. And, to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen one like that. Just because it's normally 1 practice against another team, maybe 2, but you're having 3. And, so that tells you a little bit about what they wanted to get accomplished. Now, the question is, what have they learned? We don't know fully what they've taken in. I'll be intrigued on how they try to get this team back healthy. We do know that they have a few guys beat up. Some you won't be able to get back in enough time, or at least for the season, that being Dylan and Brian Brzee. We know that they are gone for the season because of the type of injury they have, but the other guys, they will at some point, knock on wood, get them back. And then even some of the guys that are beat up a little bit. A guy like Cesar Ruiz, we just talked about him. He doesn't have a boot on. He doesn't have anything that's restricting his ankle, but he did leave practice the other day with the ankle injury. And so just to get some of those guys back healthy will do this team well as they, start to turn the focus a little bit towards the Detroit Lions.
He was a bit of an attention getter in preseason 1, that being Zach Wilson, 11 of 16, 145 yards, had the 37-yarder to Bub Beans, and then the 6-inch touchdown to Oscar Delp. He will get the start today. Spencer Rattler was 8 of 11, 42 yards. He just threw a lot of the underneath stuff. His longest pass was 9 yards. So that's an interesting battle they'll be watching.
Well, it's an interesting battle, and, that battle has tightened up a little bit as well. And I think that, you credit kind of Wilson for understanding the offense a little bit better and going out and performing how he did. But it's just not the games that you're being evaluated. It is in practice as well. And so he has been really, really steady. Not to say that Rattler has been bad, but we want Rattler to continue to raise his game up. And it'll be intriguing to see how much he does play, how much Zach Wilson does play. And, if Decker is able to get in and give them anything as well. Because, you won't see Tyler at all. And so the question becomes, all right, are you playing a quarter? Are you playing a quarter and a half? How are they splitting those reps?
And so we knew this position, the quarterback position, would be, we talked about depth really almost since the draft. So Quincy Riley is out with a groin. Expect to see, just from what I've seen on the field, Martin Emerson and Isaac Yadam will start at the corners, but that's just a position where you're looking at depth. We don't know exactly how long the groin injury for Riley will keep him out.
Yeah, we don't know how long, but even if he's 100% healthy, you still need another corner.
Yeah,
you still need another outside corner to be able to help you in that room. Even if it's just a guy has to come out for one play. And so both of those guys, Emerson and Ike, Yedem, are both veterans. They've played in the NFL before. This going out there and competing is nothing new to them, for various reasons. We've had Yedem before. I think he left and went to San Francisco. You got him back. And, Emerson, he's coming off of an injury, kind of been hurt.
But it's set out all of last year. It was tough.
Achilles. And so you got a guy that has played in the NFL, though. And one of the things I say about him, he's a long corner. He is very, very long. And so long arms, and it'll be intriguing to see because he's come on the last week as well, where he's gotten his hands on a few passes, not only interceptions, but both of those guys are fighting, really, in my opinion, for that number 3 spot, possibly number 4, but truly probably number 3 corner, particularly outside.
Here's some shocking news as we go to break. It is a sunny, warm day here in the greenhouse. Really warm in the booth and down on the field as well. We'll take a break. Talk more about the Saints and the Rams when we come back here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home, Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Your home for Saints, LSU, and Pelicans, the sports giant WWL.
Welcome back to SoFi Stadium. Mike Hoss, Deuce McAllister, Jeff Nowak roaming the sidelines. This is the 5th time these two teams have met in the preseason. They're 2-2. They played in 2018, 2014, then back in 1967 and 68. In the regular season, they've met 79 times. LA leads the series 45-34, and they've split 2 postseason games, one of which we might talk about, the other we won't. Only Atlanta has played the Saints more than the Rams. Of course, they were in the NFC West for many, many years. And we talked about the defense because of the injury situation with Quincy Riley on offense. And it was so cool because in the Dallas practice and in the Rams practice, we saw Kendre Miller and Devin Neal, Audric Estime out, Alvin Kamara out. And you're just happy to see those two guys on the field and stay on the field and what they can do.
Well, you're happy because, one, they're fighting for a job.
Yeah.
They're fighting for a job, and the Saints need them to be able to step up and be available. And so, you know, I from the reps, I think Kendre will get the start today. He's looked good this camp. You know, one of the things that I do say for him is he's got to get his shoulder pads down. But just talking to him, you know, he'll say, look, I've missed some time. And so I just get my body. I don't want to know, you know, I don't want to say you're afraid to you probably are. You're afraid to move a certain way. But if I'm going to get hit, I know I got to get my shoulder pads down. And so he hadn't been hit as well. You got to remember, you know, because he missed the week as far as Jacksonville is concerned. He missed the game. They don't really tackle in practice. And so that's one of the things he's just got to get used to and comfortable doing. But, you know, you talk about he and Devin Neal can really, really bring it, but they've got to be healthy. And so I'm intrigued to see how they come out and perform today.
And I talked to Coach Kellen Moore about it, and we'll hear that interview in just a little bit about the importance of stacking performances. A guy like Bub Means, a guy like Barion Brown, and of course, but also a guy that we've not seen, Bryce Lance. He was a little bit banged up in the Jacksonville play. They call him the popsicle stick for a good reason. He's a lean cat out there, but I'm interested to see what he can do out there.
You call him top heavy is what we say.
Stick?
Yeah, he's top heavy. So you got the little popsicle up top, and then there's just a stick at the bottom. And he's got to get bigger lower body. His lower body, he's very linear, and so he's got to get a little stronger there. And for Lance, it's really about refinement on his routes. He's long, he's tall, he's fast. He works hard. You like all of those attributes, and so you do think that long term he does give you something. Short term, he gives you something as well. But can you continue to develop him? And so this will be his first NFL action. Like you talked about, he was able to warm up, but he didn't go into the game against Jacksonville. And he's had a strong week out here in California. But guys like Bud Means, Trey Palmer, they've been strong as well. The one, Barion Brown, probably for about 5 days, it was the Barion Brown show. Not to say that has not been the case. Kind of cooled off a little, but you've seen some flashes from him. Can he flash today?
And another area that we kind of looked at before the whole training camp started was going to be the interior defensive front. Now, a lot of these guys are out. Godshaw's out. Shepard. John Ridgway got hurt. He's not going to play. Don't know how banged up that'll be. But you're really kind of looking at some young cats in there. Christian Boyd, Khalil Sanders, JVR Suggs, Brian Taylor, Miles Cole. That area has been a bit of a concern from a depth standpoint when you take some guys out of the roster.
Well, when you take some guys out and you lose a guy like Brian Brzee, and then you get a guy like Christian Miller that's banged up, who's not available. Now there may be an opportunity for one of those guys, maybe two of those guys that you just named, to say, hey, I can be a guy that you can put on this active roster. I may not have to be a guy that plays 35, 40 plays. You may be able to use me for 10 plays, 15 plays. Maybe it's special teams and maybe it's short yardage. That's a critical need. Short yardage when you talk about it. And so, we'll kind of just see how it all shakes out with some of the guys that are banged up, and definitely an opportunity for some of those young guys to come and show kind of what they can do.
Getting closer to our kickoff here at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. We will take a break, and we will hear from Saints head coach Kellen Moore. What is he looking to take away from preseason game number 2? That is next here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Terminix, the official pest and termite control partner of the New Orleans Saints. Locally owned for 75 years, with humble beginnings on Poitras Street. Terminix has effective solutions that will help eliminate pest problems throughout the year. Protect your home for all 4 quarters of the year. Termites and rodents never stop playing, neither does Terminix. Roaches, rats, ants, and termites, we do it all. Terminix, protect your dome, protect your home. Go Saints!
Time out. Huddle up. This is Brother Fromite with River Parish Disposal. So you made a bad call and chose the wrong waste company? It ain't too late to get back in the game. Just hand off your garbage to the gator. River Parish Disposal. We are the largest and oldest family-owned commercial waste disposal company in the New Orleans metro area. River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
I'm Clint Romig with Marsh McLennan Agency. We provide business insurance, employee health and benefits, and private client solutions to businesses and individuals. We provide the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's largest insurance broker, Marsh McLennan. Here in New Orleans, we have deep roots throughout South Louisiana that go back over 80 years. At Marsh McLennan Agency, we know more than just insurance. We know New Orleans. Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints. Visit us today at marshmma.com.
Need to see a dentist right away? At Louisiana Dental Center, we'll see you today. This is Bobby Hebert of Cajun Cannon. Visit ladentalcenter.com to schedule an appointment. Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team and proud dental office of our beloved New Orleans Saints.
Looking for a heart-thumping career? Get your blood pumping by becoming an EMT. Acadian Ambulance is hiring, and you can become an EMT in just 4 months. Visit nolamedics.com to register today. That's nolamedics.com.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com. Now, here's Coach's Keys to the Game with Kellen Moore.
Were you able, and it's tough to really kind of stay on schedule, on protocol, get your ones in with the Dallas practice and then the Rams practice, to kind of really get to where you wanted to be for today's game with the preseason game with the Rams?
Yeah, I thought our guys did a really good job. This was going to be a little bit of a push-it week with the Tuesday joint practice, the Thursday joint practice, and a game, obviously, on a Saturday. Starters got a ton of work through those Tuesday and Thursday joint practices. I thought, the Rams practice was just excellent work.
How important is it for you? You look at guys like Jaden Bryce, Jalen Ford, Bub Means, Barion Brown, and go on to stack the performances from preseason game one.
Yeah, no question. Every opportunity is an opportunity to kind of showcase yourself and just play really good football. And so I'm excited. They get these joint practice opportunities, but then these preseason games, there's probably going to be, more of that younger second, third group that gets to play a ton of snaps, which I think is to their advantage.
Have you thought about how much, or, we haven't seen a lot of Kendre Miller or Devin Neal, but they came out for the Dallas practice and today as well. How about how much they'll play today?
Yeah, they've had some good work. Our goal is to get these running backs, obviously outside of Alvin and Travis, as much exposure as we can get because they're all talented. They can all play real snaps on Sundays. They're really, really good running backs, and so it's going to be a hard decision for us.
As you look at this entire week and kind of wrap things up to head back, because it's a short week, practice at Tulane, then Dallas on a short week, feel like you accomplished what you wanted to do?
Yeah, this was going to be a tested week, and it was good for us from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, as far as some high intensity days. I thought we got some really good work, and again, next week we'll navigate that in a really positive way to get ourselves refreshed, healthy, and ready to go play some more really good football.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's it for Coach's Keys to the Game with Kellen Moore.
And let's go down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, the final day of the Saints California trip, the second week of the preseason. It's been a busy week, a lot of work for players, particularly at the wide receiver position. 2 surprise inactive players today. One, Barion Brown, not in pads. He's not going to play. Also, defensive end Anthony Jennings, not suited up. Otherwise, about the same lineup as we saw last week, injuries notwithstanding, except Devin Neal, Kendre Miller, both were out here warming up. Looks like they'll be with the ones alongside Zach Wilson. Just something to keep in mind. You guys mentioned it. It is remarkably warm and muggy down at field level. We've been here several times over the last few years, and it has never even close to approached this kind of temperature. I wouldn't be surprised that if we get through this game, we see some guys having some cramping issues because it's just going to be a sweat fest down here. But otherwise, business as usual on Saints front.
And that's something you kind of have to prepare for. Maybe you don't think about preparing for it. It's a really, really hot day. It's been hot here during the practices.
Well, here's the other thing as well. I don't know if we normally play at 1 o'clock?
Yeah, it's a 3 o'clock start in New Orleans, 1 o'clock here, so it's middle of the day.
It's middle of the day, and so it puts you more in frame of practice of what they would normally practice in, and even later back at home. And so that's why you talk about from a hydration standpoint, those guys, you have to be prepared for that because this is not accustomed. You're inside, you're in the dome. You're thinking that, hey, it's going to be cooler. You don't have to deal with the elements like that, but it will be a situation where you got to hydrate and you got to, in certain instances, overhydrate. Because here's the thing. Normally, I'm going to be rotating a lot of different guys in. Well, if I don't have my frontline starters going, some guys may get up to 50, 60 plays. I don't know if anybody is playing 50 or 60 plays in practice, just from when you think about it like that.
Yeah, 1s, 2s, 3s, boy. They don't have that kind of rotation today.
And so you'll have 2s and 3s. Yeah. So some of those guys, they may play almost a true full game.
Yeah, Tyler Shough aptly called it the greenhouse, and he called it well. The kickoff here at SoFi coming up next. Keep it right here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Working with people and being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Upgrading your AC? Trane has the exact fit for your home and your budget. From reliable, budget-conscious entry-level units to top-of-the-line variable speed systems, Trane delivers superior comfort and unmatched energy efficiency. Pair it with our advanced indoor air quality products, and your family will breathe easier all year long. Trane is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints and LSU Tigers. Find your local expert today at TraneSouth.com. That's TraneSouth.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check the stadium's strict bag policy.
Clear bags only?
Rookie move. I guess I'll shove my bag under a parked car and hope for the best.
But it's just a small bag.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Huddle up with Dukes, Mike Detillier, and Steve Geller, weekdays at 4 on WWL.
Welcome back, SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. The Rams on the field. The Rams in white jerseys, blue pants. The Saints in black jerseys, gold numerals, gold pants, black stripe, as they were last week. Same uniforms as the American flag gets brought out onto the field. And special teams. We know we've been following this Charlie Tanner battle, but like gunners and jammers, you're going to find out a lot of stuff here in the next couple of weeks.
Well, you're going to find out a lot of stuff, and I think they've settled on one as far as the gunners are concerned. And, we talked about it. I think that's Lorenzo Styles. Now, the other position is kind of up for debate, kind of what did they do with the receiver position, the defensive back position, or, I think it'll come from one of those spaces as far as one of the other outside gunners. But when you talk about, even your number 3 or / number 4 running back, if he's not going to be a guy that's going to get on the field on third down, then he's going to be on punt. He's going to be on punt return. He's going to be on kickoff. He's going to be on kickoff return. And that'll be the same for that gunner, because there'll be very few packages that he's included in. But all of those things he will be involved in. And so, your number 3 linebacker, I got it. I could ask you right now. We would have to go and look. Deion Jones. Deion Jones will have to play special teams for the Saints team.
Oh, yeah.
To make this team, he will have to play special teams. And I know he can do it because I've seen him do it before, but that wasn't something that he's probably done a ton of when he was a starter.
Right, not early years, maybe towards the end.
Yeah, and so, just certain situations like that, guys are going to make the team because they can help you in those areas.
Welcome back, and we weren't teasing. Since 2023, this is our 6th trip to SoFi. 6th. In that same time frame, the Saints played Atlanta 6 times, Tampa 6 times, Carolina 6 times. So you played a division rival the same amount of times that we've been to this stadium since 2023. Not a long time. And so, it's just an interesting building because it's open on the ends. It's actually open in a lot of places. It's got kind of a clearish, translucent roof. So it's inside and outside. It's hot. There's not a whole lot of breeze. Ain't no AC.
We've experienced hurricanes here. We've experienced earthquakes here. We're just waiting on the locusts to come. I know it's going to come at some point, Mike. We hear too much.
That's right. We are. As the American flag is now being brought out of the field.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem, performed by the Light of the World Choir.
Oh, sing, can you sing by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red banner of the first in air, it proved the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave.
to the Light of the World Choir.
Not surprisingly, not a huge crowd, but do stand up real quick. Check out this combination in front of us. Not a bad combination. There's some Saints fans here. That's number 9 sitting next to number 80.
Yeah,
Drew Brees to Jimmy Graham.
And then you have
Taysom Hill.
And
then she's got
Ingram. That's Mark Ingram right there. There's another Drew Brees over there. There's another Alvin Kamara. Number 10. Can't tell who's 10.
I don't know if she's supporting Trey Palmer.
We'll say Trey Palmer, and there's a Ricky Williams, and there's another 10. We'll go with Trey Palmer again, and now I see a 12, a Colston over there, another Drew Brees, and then I did see 4 38s.
Down there's Kamara and Mark Ingram. That shows you the crowd that we can stand here and pick out the Who Dat Nation.
Yeah,
there's pretty sparse.
Michael Thomas over there, Olave down there. It's a little sparse. It's still brunch time, so you move a little different in LA.
Saints, we're behind the Saints bench. It's a little confusing because we're in the corner, but we are technically behind the Saints bench as the captains work their way out. Carl Sheffers is going to be your referee. He will flip the coin again. Rams, white jerseys, blue pants. Saints, black jerseys, gold numerals, gold pants, and black stripe. And here's Carl Sheffers along with the young.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is the coin that we'll be using for today's toss. This side is heads, the other side is tails. New Orleans gets to call the toss. He's called heads. It is heads, you've won the toss. They would like to defer their choice to the second half. The Rams will get the ball at this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
So we know that's not Cam Jordan out there because he's injured, but that would have never been a heads call.
Yeah, well, Cam is still in Louisiana.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. He's been just rehabbing that hamstring, so he didn't even make the trip out.
So the Saints will defer, get it in the third quarter. The Rams will get it first, and we expect that we will start Stetson Bennett the fourth. He will play the first half, and then their draft pick, Ty Simpson, who had a big week last week out of Alabama, 13th pick overall. He was 21 of 25, 2 touchdowns as the Rams beat Kansas City. The Saints were at home. The Rams will be at home today. Then they play the Chargers next week, so not much of a trip for them. They play the Chargers also during the regular season, but I can't give them a lot of hard time because they do got to go to Australia for game 1 against San Francisco.
Good luck with that.
And we were talking with Jeff last night about how both teams treating it differently. One team's going out like 36 hours ahead. I think that's San Fran. The Rams going out the whole time. But the other one's just
reverse it. It's reverse it. Yeah, it's reverse. I think the Rams are only going there. They'll only be there for 36 hours.
Wow.
And so San Fran is going for the week.
Your body clock won't even have really time to kind of adjust. Tanner Brown will be kicking off, number 46. They split the kickoff duties last week as well. Dean Connors is back to our right, as well as Brennan Presley. Tanner is kicking from our left to the right, and the Rams will be moving from right to left here in the first quarter. And again, for those syncing up at home, I will do my darndest to try to let you know when Tanner's foot hits the ball. He's waiting to get the official sign.
Yeah, you're about 10 seconds to 8 seconds before the game clock tells you that we can go.
Saints are ready. They're in position. Tanner Brown in that battle with Charlie Smith. And again, they kicked off twice. And he had a couple of really good kickoffs. Tanner Brown kicked Jacksonville back to the 1 yard line each time. Charlie Smith went to about the 7 or the 8. The starting position was about the same, but we'll see how it shapes up today. Tanner Brown comes to it, kicks it. It's a line drive. Going to be Dean Connor back at the 3 on the near side. 10, 15, 20 towards the middle of the field, 25, and then wrapped up as he crosses the 30, the 25 between the numbers, and that's Mike Reed, the quarterback, the first one there, and that's where the Rams will begin it on their own 27-yard line, moving right to left towards us, if you will.
Yeah, and we saw some of this against Jacksonville. We didn't see a lot of the kickoff as far as returns were concerned. against the Rams and or Dallas as far as the practices.
Jarquez Hunter is your lone deep back. Under center is Stetson Bennett, number 13. Saints have Fidel Diggs on one edge, Ty Wilson on the other. Hand off to the right side, room to run outside the numbers and across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Speed sweep.
Yeah, a little speed sweep to Presley, number 81. 5'8". And I say 5'8", I say that lovingly because they got 10 players under 6 feet. 4 wide receivers, 5 of the 6 running backs are all under 6 feet tall. Picked up 5, 2nd and 5. This time Bennett throws it to 81, caught 35-40 near sideline, knocked out of bounds in front of the Saints bench, but he picked up the first down. He was wide open as he came across the field, and Bennett found him easily.
Yeah, Fidel Diggs, he's got to slow that down. He cannot allow that guy just to flash right in front of him. He's the defensive end. I mean, because if you want to be able to make the play as far as on the backside, but I cannot. I've got to get at least a hand on him. I don't want to hold him, but I've got to slow that guy down coming across my face.
First down from the Ram 46. Scoreless, first contest, first drive up in the air, and that is caught down, and they're going to say a catch by C.J. Daniels. The rookie Martin Emerson knocked him out, but now they're talking about it.
Yeah, I think he only got one, and now they do call
it.
Yep, ruling on the field. Is an incomplete pass. 2nd down.
Oh, no, Mike, he got 2. Coming back and look at it, he's got 2. You look at the ground, it drags.
Emerson knocked him out. We'll see if.
And I think you have a challenge.
I was going to say that.
I don't see the flag, but I think you have a challenge.
Sean's just going to walk in and tell him in his ear.
The Rams are challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. We'll review the play.
Sean, I think you have to throw the red flag.
Yeah.
I don't think you just get to walk out and whisper in a man's ear.
And that was C.J. Daniels, right?
Yes, it was the rookie out of Miami.
Yeah.
6th round pick. Boy, the 6th round produced some wide receivers, man.
He played somewhere else.
All right, let's do this. Take a quick break. Come back. The Rams have it on their first drive. We have 13:53 to play in the first quarter. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm, and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Catch Deuce and Hoss on Fans in the Pro, Fridays at 4 on WWL.
Welcome back. So the call was not overturned. It was an incomplete pass pushed out of bounds, and so the ruling, not the challenge. They lose a timeout to the Rams. C.J. Daniels, as Deuce said, the name sounded familiar, played at Liberty, did play a year at LSU, and then finished up at Miami. Now, they also have a wide receiver they lost last week, Mario Williams. He's from Tulane. He got injured in preseason 1. He went on IR, so take that completion away. And of course, they did call it incomplete. 13:53, first down, 5 yards. The ball sits right at the 46. Bennett to throw, throws to the right side, caught into Saints territory down to the 47-yard line. He's short of the first down. Isaiah Stallberg was right there.
Stallberg and another one, the guy that made a tackle earlier, Jalen Ford, was on the jet sweep. And we know that when he was in last week, he had a big game just all over the field from his linebacker position.
3rd down and 3. Bennett under center, has Hunter as the deep back. Hunter gets it middle of the field, pushes to his right. He is stacked up, and they will be short, pushed back to the 48-yard line. Jalen Ford met him right in the hole, stood him up.
Yeah, Jalen Ford does a nice job, and then Stallworth is able to come off of his block and make that tackle, and I'm not surprised here, keeping that offense out there to go for it. I mean, I think they know what they want to do, as far as kicking, but they want to see what their offense can do, getting short yardage on 4th down.
4th and 3.
Tackle was early. Left tackle was early.
Jalen Ford is coming hard in the A-gap.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Yeah, left tackle, though, he was the guy that was early. I mean, there may have been movement from someone else, but the left tackle was the guy that moved initially that I saw, and now they will punt the ball. The 4th and 3 midfield, you felt pretty good about going for it, but you saw it as well, Mike. Ford was hitting that A-gap on account of a blitz.
So this will be Ethan Evans back to kick.
And the Saints are telling them to back it up. We're not declining it. We want to back them up.
Trey Palmer is standing right now inside of his 10. He is to our left. Ethan Evans, 4th year out of Wingate, boots it away, trying to angle it towards the right side. Palmer calls for the fair catch inside the 10, makes it going away from him, so he kind of lost his momentum to get that one, going in the right direction, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do, and I'm not a fan of that right there. I know you want to be able to catch it and see it, make sure that you get it. But if I'm fighting for this job, Mike, inside the 10, okay. If they're telling me to fair catch it, I just want to catch it. I got to get some yardage. I got to put some stuff on film.
This first half opening drive powered by Ace Garage Door. For professional service and more, call Ace Garage Door. Kind of like last week. Not great field position for the Saints as they start at their own 9. First time they've touched it. Scoreless contest. As Drew said, Kendra Miller is the starter. Zach Wilson under center. Miller gets it right side. Across the 10, up near the 14-yard line. So nice run of 5 yards by Kendra Miller. Brought down by Wesley Bailey, but a good start.
Yeah, nice run by Kendra, and he's got to just hold on, hang on. That's a cutback that if he sees it and feels it earlier, he may even get to the secondary, and I understand it's the first run for him. But the left side of the offensive line did a really, really good job of washing it down.
2nd down and 5 from the 14. Again, it's Kendra, the lone deep back. Zach Wilson under center. Again, it's Miller. Cuts it back. Miller up around the 20-yard line. Picks up the first down as he only had to cross the 19. Tim Keenan tackled him, but that is a first down. 2 carries for Kendra Miller.
One guy up front, Jeremiah Wright, rookie who is at that right guard position, does a nice job, and he's going to block you until the whistle blows and maybe even get a little push on you right there after the whistle blows, but really excited about his potential in this offense and what he can bring to the table for them.
Alex Wolschlager is your right tackle under center for a first down. And again, it's Kendra, this time left side. Fights through a couple of tackles up to the 23-yard line. So picked up 3 yards on that one. 2nd and 7 coming. So we're going to see a pretty healthy dose of Kendra Miller, but now he comes out and Devin Neal comes in.
Yeah, well, hey, you're available. I want to see what you got. And at some point, I'll get a little play action off of this. You can already see the Rams kind of move that safety down in the box. But, for Kendra and the Saints offense, I want to see what you can do. I want to see, what you bring to the table. And you can see that safety moving into the box.
2nd down and 7. Kevin Austin goes from right to left. This time out of his shotgun pass, complete to the 27-yard line. Ooh, on the right side. And there's a flag. And, boy, just much as you said, Jeremiah Wright is going to hit you to the play ends, but that play the refs are going to say was over, and Jeremiah Wright blasted it.
It's contained.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 65. Offense, 15-yard penalty. Second down.
He did it.
No, I mean,
he did
almost
it.
Like
it's cleaning up the pile. You can't do that. It's not. It's illegal. I mean, I won't say it's not even illegal. You can't come in and clean up the pile like that. I know it looks good.
Dead ball foul. The down will be advanced. It'll be half the distance to the goal.
It looks good, but you can't do it.
It's also so obvious.
Well,
how did you think you were going to get away with it? I mean,
it's in the middle of the field. It's that's a safety issue. And now instead of the Saints being second and 4, you're third and 15. But that's the one thing that we talked about on the show with he and even Torricelli, who is at center for. I mean, William Sherman is at center for you. They've got to be able to control that part of the game.
So now it's 3rd and 16. A handoff right side to Devin Neal. He'll cross the 15, just pick up a couple of yards, but a very costly penalty. And so Wesley Bailey made the stop. And we're going to see Ryan Wright far earlier than we had hoped.
And I got to check with Jeff. I don't know if that's Torricelli at center or if that's William Sherman at center. Can't see the separation on that number. It looks like 66.
So Ryan Wright is standing right now inside of his 5. Cameron Kinchens is back deep to our right. Ryan Wright had a 52-yarder, then a 15-yarder last week, and that's a pretty spiral. Kinchens drifts back to the 25 on the far side, brings it back, crosses the 30, but hit right there by Mike Reed. Same guy we talked about earlier on the kickoff. Mike Reed makes the tackle there. So the Rams have it for the second time. 9:34 to play here in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Back at SoFi after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Get ready, Lake Town. Professional basketball has arrived. The Lake Town Squadron tips off its season this fall, and it's sure to be an experience like no other. We're talking unique theme nights, must-have giveaways, and an atmosphere perfect for fans of all interests. Bring your crew through group packages or lock in the action of the inaugural year with season tickets. To secure your tickets, visit LaketownSquadron.com.
Saints fans know game day takes everything you've got, all in, no matter the score. So when the final whistle blows, come unwind from it all in Pensacola. Condé Nast Traveler readers already crowned it America's best beach. So this is a win. Toes in the sugar white sand and all. Pack your black and gold gear and come celebrate or recharge. That's the Saints way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain. Wear full body paint. Refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line, dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at oxnard.org/schedule.
Catch Tiger tailgating Saturdays on WWL.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
So on the punt, that was actually Alex Bachman, number 5, who then they signed this week. They also have number 5, Cam Kinchen. So Kinchen isn't playing, but Alex Bachman is. And so 1st and 10 for the Rams. Their second possession at their own 29. Throw to the far right side. Complete the hit quickly by Martin Emerson. Knocks him out of bounds. Very short gain. That's Max Clare. That's their tight end, early draft pick for the Rams, second rounder.
Nice job there by Emerson being physical. Saw him make a play on that first series, and there gets involved and comes up and make a tackle.
2nd and 8 now. They're ruling it from the 31. Inside handoff to Jarquez Hunter. Bounced off a tackle, still on his feet as he gets near the 40-yard line, and he's still being pushed. The pile is just being pushed all the way to the 43. It's a first down to Jeff Nowak with this River Parish disposal. Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, a guy we'll be watching closely this week after the injury to Quincy Riley is Martin Emerson Jr. He's a player that's come on really strong in camp. He'll tell you that his superpower is playing with physicality. We've really seen that kind of ramp up over the past week. He said if you're a DB and you don't like being physical, you're probably playing the wrong sport. And so we'll see him keep emphasizing that.
Thank you, Jeff. 1st and 10 for the Rams at their 43. Stetson Bennett almost collides with his running back, then throws a deep pass, and that is incomplete at the 2-yard line. Martin Emerson on the coverage of Tyler Scott, who was open, running down just a post pattern down the middle of the field, but just a hair overthrown. He got a hand on it at the 2, but that was it.
Definitely got a hand on it, and my question is, where is that safety at? I mean, because both of the middle field safeties, no one is there, and so you leave Emerson kind of one-on-one, and you talked about it as well, Mike. The quarterback and the running back almost bump into each other. They wanted to play pass, and I understand the safeties, they have to be responsible for some of those tight ends, but you can't get your eyes caught so far in the middle of the field that you don't help your corner out.
2nd and 10 from their 43. Bennett looks right, throws, caught by Alex Bachman, but brought down, hit hard by Fidel Diggs at about the 47-yard line. By the way, the safeties are Terrell Burgess, who was a former draft pick of the Rams, won a Super Bowl with them at 21, and Jordan Howard.
The Saints with late substitution here.
3rd down and 6 for the Rams. Scoreless contest as the Saints have to take a timeout. The Stews said they were a little discombobulated.
New Orleans, a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, a little late getting on the field, and that was a nice route by Bachman, kind of a return route. A guy that we've seen run that a ton is Jordan Tyson. So to have a tight end that can get in and out of his breaks like that shows you what type of athlete he is. But, you know, just going back to that previous play, I don't think the design of it was for Emerson to be able to cover in a post 40 to 50 yards down the field by himself.
Yeah, there was no one else within probably 20 yards of that. As after the timeout, it's still 3rd and 6, scoreless contest, 8:02 to play here in the first quarter. SoFi Stadium, Rams moving right to left here in the first quarter. It's their second possession. The Saints have had it once, trying to get it back here on a 3rd down. Bennett out of the shotgun. Jarquez Hunter to his right. Takes the snap, throws to his left, caught by C.J. Daniels, wrapped up by Martin Emerson Jr. into Saints territory, but they're going to be short of the first down. So I assume again here, going for it again. Didn't get a chance last time because they had the penalty.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it again here, and I don't think that you're going to be surprised if you see the Saints kind of blitz up the A-gap, but this one is 4th and 1, and so we'll see if the Saints can come up and tackle. They had the running back tackle earlier, able to break out some tackles. We'll see here.
4th and 1 at the 48. Bennett rolls to his right, looks. Now he's in trouble. Now just kind of sidearms it, and that is caught by Tyler Scott on the far side. I'm not even sure. I don't know what that was. He just kind of threw it like sidearm, underarm, and Scott leapt out and made the huge catch.
Well, it was one that was floated, and I mean that I don't know if you can place it better for my receiver to run up under it. The Saints did an outstanding job. Remember early in the game where they ran that boot, and I talked about Diggs kind of not contacting the guy that is going to the flat? That time they did, and he had to go to the receiver that's coming all the way across the field, and he was able to fit it in. 1st and 10
from the Saint 32. Run to the left side, stacked up as he might get a yard or two. Man, that was a fortunate 4th down Hail Mary answered by Tyler Scott. Jarquez Hunter on that run. Miles Cole was the first to hit him.
Miles Cole, and then you did Boyd. We talked about Christian Boyd early in this game. He did a nice job of running down the line of scrimmage. That time I got to give Diggs his props because he did set the edge there as far as from his outside linebacker position, forcing Jarquez back inside.
So no yardage on the game. 2nd and 10 from the Saint 32. Bennett to throw, looking down the near sideline. Flag comes out. Incomplete pass. Looking for Bachman, but it's going to be a defensive holding, so that'll be an automatic 1st down.
Should be 5 yards.
Prior to the pass, holding. Number 22, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. 1st down.
Giving Emerson some work here, and I would love to see that replay on Rouse's Market Gumbotron. I think it had to be a double move for him to kind of get caught inside like that again. They were throwing almost like a slot fade, And I don't know if he just gave a little hitch and Emerson kind of had to react, but he got caught kind of pulling him and cost the Saints 5 yards.
1st and 10. Play action. Bennett throws it incomplete at the 25-yard line, trying to hit his rookie Max Clare. It's a play that you see so often with Stafford. He kind of tosses one way, then bootlegs to the other, but not a good pass to Clare. It was on his backside, and he couldn't hold on to it.
Should have been a completion. I mean, the Saints have gotten to they've got to do a better job of just like understanding that action and those safeties, whether it's those guys covering it, whether those outside linebackers. Run down the backside, that's not my play. I've got to do my job.
2nd and 10, handoff. This time Waters up the middle and pretty good holes. He takes it inside the 20 and he takes it down to the 16-yard line, and that should be a first down.
Should be short. They're going to be short about 2 yards or so, but the Saints are playing too high.
So the Rams go quick to the ball. 3rd down and 1 at the 18. Handoff middle. Now bounces to the right side, and now it's a first down as it's inside the 10-yard line. Brought down by the former Ram, number 26, Terrell Burgess. But that was a pretty good hole there for Waters.
Yeah, you see the last 2 plays, they're getting those double teams on those Saints defensive tackles, and it's something that you've got to be able to say, hey, you talk about a linebacker being able to play free right there. You see Jalen Ford try to come in and make that play. He can't make it, and then you get the other defensive lineman. I think that was 63 that got knocked off.
Michael Heldman
gets knocked off as well. So you got to win some of those matchups.
Bennett is under center. 1st and goal for the Rams. Saints for the Rams. Rams. Let's go with that.
False start.
False start. Number 66, offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Bill Murray.
You're combining the teams.
Rams. It's preseason. And the penalty helped a little bit. Kind of slow things down. So that'll push him back to the 14-yard line. Still 1st and goal after the penalty. 4:56 first quarter. Scoreless contest. Saints have only had it one time. The Rams had it first. This is still their 2nd possession. In the red zone. From the 14. Bennett, all kinds of time in the middle. Now throws to the far side. Incomplete, and not a bad job coming up on the backside. Ike Yadam had a chance to maybe pick that off because it was high to his receiver. Yadam came in on the back of that, but couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, I mean, Yadam is able to see that ball floated. That ball is just floating out there, and Isaac is almost able to come off of his receiver that he's covering as he's trying to hit the running back out in the flat. We saw him get away with it on the 4th down throw, and there he was trying to float it as well, and Isaac was just watching the quarterback kind of lob it out there and almost came up with the interception.
So 2nd and goal for the Rams at the 14-yard line, moving right to left. First quarter scoreless. Ball right in the middle of the field. Bennett stands in the middle, looks, now throws to his left. Incomplete, nobody there. Isaiah Stallberg was covering the tight end, Max Clare, but ball's about 10 yards from them.
Yeah, and I don't know if he thought he was running another route. It looked like he was just running an option route or an out route, that being the tight end, and the ball is thrown more towards the pylon, and so took them a second or two to even break the huddle. They didn't break the huddle or get to the line of scrimmage until 10 seconds on the play clock. Now, right now they're at the play clock, or at least play clock 17 seconds. So not sure if they had the play that they wanted there on that previous play.
Rams 1 of 3 on 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal from the 14. Bennett throws it, caught by C.J. Daniels on a quick slant inside the 10-yard line, but well short of the line of the game, which is the goal line. Terrell Burgess was there on the tackle, so the Saints stiffen when they have to. Had it 1st and goal at the 9. And
when you go back and look at that drive, there was a couple runs. It was like, oh, this is going to be ugly. And like you talked about, the Saints were able to make a play or two and get them behind the chains, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Harrison Mevis, this from 26 yards out. Spot down the 16 with the knee. The kick is away, and Mevis, who holds the SEC record for the longest field goal in SEC history at 61, makes that field goal, so the Rams are on the board. 3:55 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. Saints get it back. 3-0 Rams here at SoFi on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carryout to delivery to pizza portal pickup. Just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza, pizza. Football is back, and no matter where game day takes you, Caesars Sportsbook keeps you in the action. Bet from the tailgate.
Can I get a hot dog?
Bet from your couch.
That's my lucky spot.
Bet from the stadium.
Let's go!
Plus, you can flex your parlay, so your bet stays alive even if a leg misses. Caesars is your anytime, anywhere sportsbook. Download the app today and start betting.
Must be 21. Not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed through Horseshoe Bossier City. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-770-STOP.
Bobby Aber, KJ Cannon here. Look, at Rouse's Markets, taking care of 1.2 million customers a week starts with great prices. Shop the Rouse's weekly ad for the best deals. I do every week. No one puts more groceries on sale than Rouse's. And the savings don't stop with the ad. You'll find values down every aisle, all through the store. Rouse's, your number one local low-price leader and the official supermarket of the Saints. You'll be amazed how much you can save at Rouse's.
Do you want a career where you truly make a difference? Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you. Working as a medic will unlock a rewarding career. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
Laketown, we have an experience perfect for your crew. We're talking theme nights, giveaways, and elite basketball action this inaugural season. Group packages, season tickets, don't miss out. Tickets on sale now at LaketownSquadron.com.
LSU football in the Lane Kiffin Show, Fridays at 6 on WWL.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio. Next Friday night at 7 p.m. when the Saints take on the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Turn to the Saints Radio Network.
Friday night lights in Texas, baby. So on the drive, 14 plays, 63 yards, 539. Mevis, a 26-yarder, 3-0 Rams. Rams were in Kansas City for their first preseason game, and it was nothing but field goals until a couple of fourth-quarter touchdowns, so they're used to that. Back deep, Kendre Miller and Ty Chandler. Chandler had the big return. This one's going to be Kendre Miller drifting back into his end zone, and he kind of hesitates. Now he's going to bring it out. 10, 20, left side, 25, 27. Hesitation cost you 8 yards. He caught it 2 yards deep, brought down by Alex Bachman. And like you say, trying to make a moment.
Exactly what it was.
It's just a bit of hesitation, I think.
Was unsure if he was going to run it, or you could just tell how he was kind of running, and then he hit it a little bit, but he would have got the ball at, the 30?
35.
35.
So it cost you you're at the 27, cost you 8 yards. Saints moving left to right. 3-0 Rams. Zach Wilson, his second possession, has Devin Neal to his left. He's out of the shotgun. Nothing on their first possession except a Ryan Wright punt. Zach Wilson back to throw. In trouble. Now pulls it down, rolls to his right. 20, 25, going towards the sideline, slides down. Then before he can get out of bounds at the 27-yard line, Elias Neal was there. Or Elias.
Nice job out of the offensive line, giving them time. And so right now, Zach is still kind of new in this offense as far as just being here this past offseason. If he trusts this system completely, he's got the back on the backside. Devin does a good job of being able to get out. He beats the linebacker, but you just watch the head of the quarterback. Zach never gets back to the left side. He ends up taking off and running and still gets some positive yards out of it.
Did not get a sack. This time it's Devin Neal who bounces it to the outside, and he does get out of bounds. And there's a late flag coming in.
He's holding on the edge, and I think Devin may have pulled up a little bit as well there. He did pull up.
Holding, number 18, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
He's hurt. He felt something.
He's on the sideline?
Yeah, he came out. No, he came out. The trainers will talk to him. You can look at right there at the end of that play. He kind of grasps, or he's and you come off. You snatch the helmet. Snatch the helmet as far as off of you a little bit.
So after the penalty, it's back to the 22.
I can guarantee you he's going to the 10. He felt something.
So 2nd and 19, or 2nd and 15 from the 22. 2:51 to play. First quarter. 3-0 Rams. Zach Wilson out of the shotgun. Now Kendre Miller to his right. He will throw. Wanted Miller, can't find it. Now throws back to the left, and that is caught by Maliki Mataval at the 30-yard line as Wilson just kind of zipped it in there and was pretty fortunate to get between two defenders, but a great catch by Mataval as well.
Well, now you see the head start on the right and get back to the left. He's got a strong enough arm to know exactly where he wants to go with the football, and Devin is going into the tent. It's right there on the sideline. You can see he pulled up right there at the end. He felt something because he didn't try to punish the backer at all.
3rd and 7 for the Saints. Ball at the 30. Zach Wilson, two receivers to his left, has C.J. Donaldson to his right in the backfield, as well as two receivers to his right. Rams bring 5, lofts it down the far sideline, and that is going to be a catch. Again, Maliki Mataval, he caught it at the Saint 49-yard line. Little back shoulder went up and got it. Saints go quickly.
The Saints are cheating them because the ball is up the field more. It's not spotted correctly.
It's definitely a catch as Zach Wilson takes the snap. He's in trouble, and he goes down at the 39-yard line by Wesley Bailey.
Right there, the Saints go quickly on the ball. You kind of in disarray yourself just because you give up the rush as far as the edge is concerned. Quarterback has to be able to get rid of it and probably has a right there looking for the face mask call. You have the big explosive play. You don't know if he got both feet inbound, so you kind of go with the call play. I would love for it to be a run there or a short pass instead of something long developing down the field.
Under a minute, first quarter, 2nd and 23. Screen left to Kendre Miller. 40, now flag again. 45 on the numbers on the left side. Takes it to the 46-yard line, but flag came in from the backfield. Defensive backfield.
Pass interference, but I mean, it's a screen, so was he blocking that soon?
Pass interference, number 81. Offense, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Kevin Austin.
How is it a pass interference for him to be blocking that soon? It's a screen. The pass did not go forward. It's a screen. It's caught behind the line of scrimmage.
So if it's so we're clear. Anything behind the line of scrimmage, he can start blocking immediately. If it's a forward pass, he has to wait.
Yeah.
2nd and 33 from the 26. The Saints had a big catch by Mataval at their own 49, but now back-to-back penalties has 2nd and 33 with 37 seconds to play first quarter. Rams lead it 3-0. Pass slant to Bryce Lance, who makes the catch up around the 38-yard line. Made a good adjustment by Lance to make the catch.
It's an outstanding catch by Bryce Lance. Looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron. If I'm the Saints, I don't run another play. I talk to the guys here. That's what they're going to do.
Yep.
As the quarter comes to an end. That ball's a little bit behind, but really strong hand by Bryce there. And the Saints have been able to hit some positive stuff, but it's the penalties. They got to figure out a way to alleviate those.
Yeah, a couple of outstanding catches by Mataval, but penalties negated them. That is the end of the first quarter. Saints will have the football when we come back, but the Rams lead it 3-0 as we go to the second quarter here at SoFi on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Garage doors from Ace Garage Door Company are built tough, durable, reliable, and ready to handle whatever life throws at them. Just like the best offensive lines in football, our best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong, keeping your home safe and looking great like a fresh uniform. Don't fumble with weak garage doors for your home or business. Call Ace Garage Door Company today, where strength meets style. Visit AceGarageDoorLLC.com and Google them to read 1,200 5-star reviews.
Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
Hey, Southeast Louisiana, got clothes, furniture, or household items you no longer need? Don't toss them. Donate them to Goodwill. When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing out your closet, you're creating opportunities. Your donations help fund job training, education, and community programs that make a real difference right here at home.
It feels great to know my stuff is helping someone else.
So let's make a change together. Drop off your donations at any Goodwill location and be part of something bigger. Donate today and turn your stuff into success. Visit goodwillno.org for more information.
On LSU Game Day, hear 10 hours of coverage on WWL and the Odyssey app.
Let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal St. Siloam report.
Yeah, guys, in between quarters, we saw Devin Neal come out of the injury tent, walk back to the locker room with a trainer. Even saw Alvin Kamara come up and chat with him for a few minutes. We don't know what the injury is, but he has been nursing a hamstring injury, missed time in camp, and hamstring injuries have been an issue for him. Missed time last year, missed the end of the season, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But otherwise, you're looking at a lot of Kendre Miller, Ty Chandler, and C.J. Donaldson the rest of the way.
Devin Neal, 6th-round pick last year, had 57 carries, 206 yards, and a couple of touchdowns, but bothered by injuries last year. And we talked about it in the pregame. Just excited to see him and Kendre back to try to get him through. So the Saints, as we start the second quarter, trail 3-0 and face a 3rd and 21 from their own 38. Zach Wilson remains at quarterback. Saints now moving right to left, and it looked like moving on the defensive side. Offsides it is.
Number 11, defense, 5-yard penalty.
Keir Thomas, the outside linebacker, came a little early.
You'll take all the yardage you can get.
Makes 3rd and 16. Now, I don't know if I had any 3rd and 21 plays, but I might have a 3rd and 16 play.
It still is not very pretty.
All right, so 3rd and 16. The ball now at the Saint 42. Zach's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks to his left, now back to his right. Throws it, and that is picked off at midfield. Touched immediately by Bub Means. That's Az Hamilton. And he was just waiting for it. Threw it right to him.
He threw it right to him, and so I don't know if it was just – but one thing I can tell you, Bud Means has to continue to work inside. He worked outside. The ball went inside, and so that's just when you talk about him, Bud has to make sure he touches him once he's on the ground. He's got to make sure that he touches him when he's on the ground, but for sure, miscommunication on the receiver and the quarterback on how and where they want that placement of the football.
So the first turnover of the game, 14:52 to play here in the second quarter. Rams now moving left to right away from us. Have it at the Saint 48. So already in Saints territory. Stetson Bennett remains your quarterback. Jarquez Hunter gets the football, middle of the field. Hole down to the 40-yard line. Make it the 41-yard line. Pickup of about 7.5 yards before Garrett Nelson stopped him. That's kind of that running you talked about on that second series by the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting a ton of movement. Saints had been doing a good job, but now they went to double team in both of those tackles, and the linebackers can't come up and make a play for you.
2nd and 3 from the Saint 41, 3-0 Rams, middle of the field. Handoff, Hunter again. Now he's got a big hole, 30, inside the 30, flag, 4 flags, 5 flags. Is there anybody that didn't throw one?
Yeah, that's a holding, but I mean, was that a holding and a tackle?
It's got to be two penalties.
It's got to be 2 different penalties.
Yes, because they came from the offensive backfield and the defensive backfield.
Well, they're going to all agree to say, no,
holding,
we saw it.
Number 64, offense. 10-yard penalty.
That's what it was.
That must have been the most egregious holding I've ever seen.
Yeah, we're going to all agree to say. Yeah, we're going to all agree to say, no, I saw it.
That's Austin Blosky.
We saw it. I saw it. Oh, you threw yours, so let me throw mine too.
I haven't thrown mine yet. Let me get warm up the arm a little bit, although don't need to down there. It's a warm Saturday afternoon here in Inglewood. And this field it's the exact opposite of the Super-M, which the field is built on the ground. We are been excavated down 6 levels. So the ground is 6 levels up. As Bennett throws complete to the 40, C.J. Daniels again, who takes it close to the 36-yard line, and that'll be
Yeah, Sermon with the tackle there. He's been in.
Yeah, it is a first down. That's what I was waiting on.
He's been in at one of those linebackers position. We saw Isaiah Stallworth earlier at the linebacker position. I think still out there with him
is Ford. It's Jalen Ford and Jackson Sermon. It's a 1st and 10 at the St. 36. Bennett keeps it, throws, caught by Max Clare at the 35-yard line. Again, not the greatest throw. He had to spin around again to catch it, but he caught it this time.
Yeah, but I like the Saints on what they do there. The placement of that football is not very good, but this time you've got your safety coming down to be able to cover that on the bootleg. You've got him being able to cover that tight end a lot better, and then you just don't let the tight end go free on that action. Saints, a late substitution with a defensive lineman this time.
2nd and 9. They gave him a yard on the play. 12:46, second quarter. 3-0 Rams. Rams have the football in Saints territory. Stetson Bennett, former Georgia quarterback, throws it complete to number 81, who takes it down to the 26-yard line. That should be a first down. That's Brennan Paisley again. Jackson Sermon on the stop. He caught about a 7-yard pass, but as he spun out of it, picked up the first down. Picked up the first down.
Yeah, and I mean the Saints just can't wrap up, and then you're leaving. You got linebackers on quick receivers on just some of the things that the Rams are doing offensively. They're stretching you horizontal, and you're getting matchups where you have your linebackers on some of those smaller quick receivers, and those are not matchups that we're going to win a lot of.
1st and 10 at the St. 26. This time Bennett keeps it, rolls to his right, has some pressure, throws, and that is going to be caught at the 15-yard line. Took a big hit from Styles, and that's Alex Bachman from Wake Forest. He took a big hit, but he makes the catch at the 15.
Yeah, Styles sees it. He's in a position, and they're fast on the ball, so I don't know if he caught it clean because he wanted to get it spotted.
Jordan Waters from the 14 to the right side. He takes it towards the numbers and down near the 5-yard line, call it the 6-yard line. So he picked up 8 yards there before Mike Reed brought him down.
And this offense is just kind of humming now. You got linebackers that are coming up but not hitting the gap, and they're certain situations where they're coming downhill and they can't make the play, and you're relying on safety, secondary guys to be able to make the tackles, and not going to win a lot of those matchups.
So they can get a first down. It's 2nd and 2 at the 6. Jordan Waters is the deep back who gets it left side. Inside the 5, stood up. He's not going to get to the goal line, but he is going to pick up the first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 1. Jackson Sermon again.
Mike, kind of know what's going on here now. Not only the Rams kind of being a lot more physical up front, you can tell fatigue is starting to take effect for that Saints defense because they've been out there a ton. What is this? It's only 3rd series, but it's been just consistency.
Well, yeah, they had it
with the Rams in that offense.
They had it 14 plays on their second drive that picked up a field goal. Bennett rolls to his right, has it, still looking. He's going to pull it down. He's not going to get there. Knocked out of bounds by Jackson Sermon. May have lost a yard on the right side. So
he reaches he knocks it down, but the question is, was he out of bounds? He reaches for that pylon. And the question is, was he out of bounds? So the officials, they look at it.
On the field is the runner is short of the goal line. 2nd down.
They're saying that he is out of bounds. He touched out of bounds before.
I don't think he did, though.
I don't think he did.
I did initially because that's what I was talking about, that he
and here's
may have
another
lost
challenge.
a yard.
Here's another challenge by Sean.
This time he did throw the flag. Thank you, Sean.
The question is, it's almost like the Bud Means play last week for us where your left foot touches out of bounds before you hit the pylon.
But he was like in midair, so you're looking at his feet or his knees, and if they don't touch, ball does hit the pylon, it would be a touchdown because I don't think his knees or legs touch or feet touch the ground.
Something touched. Now, I don't know if he had touched. His foot touched the ground.
So he's reaching.
Yeah, but I can't tell.
Can't see that left foot.
Yeah, that left foot. You can't see if it touches the ground.
We need a down the.
Now here it is. Here's the angle. It's touchdown.
Yeah, it's touchdown. So Stetson Bennett rolled to his right, kind of pulled it down. Knew he was in trouble. Jackson Sermon was chasing him, knocked him out of bounds, but under 10 minutes, 9:56 exactly. I believe the Rams are going to get 6 out of this. Now they challenged and lost the first one.
It is a touchdown.
Ty Simpson had the 2 touchdown passes last week. Stetson Bennett scores on that one, 1st and goal at the just outside the 1. I think they've been on the field. I don't know if the time of possession in the first quarter was 13 minutes to 7 minutes, but then you throw this drive in there. It's going to be pretty hefty, sizable time of possession lead for the Rams as Mevis is in for the extra point to our right. Kick is up, and it is good. So Harrison Mevis, 6-footer, 245 pounds out of Missouri, makes it 10-0 Rams. We'll take a break. Saints will get the football. The turnover by Zach Wilson turns into 7. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
My wife was frying okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. She left the burner on high, and it didn't take long to ignite. So I ran to the stove, grabbed the pot, and that's when I got burned from a grease fire. And yes, the pain was, it was bad. Oh, Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. On the financial side, it would be expensive without Blue Cross. And that's what I was worrying about because I was out of work for 3 months. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
Louisiana Blue. The right card, the right care.
He's at the 40, the 30. He cuts back. He's at the 20, the 15.
Touchdown. Man, this sounds like our waste business. This is Brother Fromeyer with River Parish Disposal. We got every roll-off size from 30 to 15 yarders. If you need a roll-up for your job site, we got you covered like red beans on rice. We're always hungry for more.
River Parish Disposal, the largest family-owned commercial waste disposal company for the greater New Orleans area. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Our business stinks, but it's picking up.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at cciproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Live, local, and original. Tommy Tucker, weekdays 6 to 10 on WWL.
So the Rams get the touchdown. Zach Wilson, the interception to Oz Hamilton inside of Saints territory. Then Stetson Bennett on a 1-yarder that was challenged and overruled as they ruled him out of bounds. But Stetson Bennett gets the touchdown. So we are at 10-0. Talk about Stetson Bennett being a patient guy. He had to wait at quarterback to get his opportunity. He was a walk-on, and he had to wait for Justin Fields, and he came back.
Yeah, I think he was at junior college.
Yeah, went to JUCO, then came back and won a couple of national titles. Kickoff to our right comes down to Ty Chandler, middle of the field, 20. Stays on his feet as he's tripped up across the 25-yard line on the far side. Go at the 26-yard line, and that is where the Saints will have it, but they trail 10-0, and Zach Wilson remains at quarterback.
Yeah, Saints need to put together the drive here. You need at least 2 first downs on this series. Give your defense a little rest, and then you need to put some points on the board.
So they're at their own 26-yard line, moving right to left, trailing 10-0, second quarter, 10-15. So early, we talked about time to possession, 12:37 for the Rams, 7:01 for the Saints.
It's not terrible.
No, feels actually worse than the numbers would say.
I agree.
So Zach Wilson under center. Kendre Miller is the deep back from their own 26-yard line. Right hash, toss. Kendre cuts it back on the hash. In between the numbers of the hash up to the 28-yard line, down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal St. Sideline report.
Yeah, guys, as Zach Wilson gets on the field here, it's worth noting this is about the time in week 1 that they changed quarterbacks. Today, looks like the plan is to give Zach Wilson the first half, Spencer Rattler come in the second half. But talking to Zach last week, said he does feel comfortable in this offense. Some things he's trying to work through today, though.
Thank you, Jeff. Second and 8 at the Saint 29-yard line. Under center, Kendre is the lone deep back. Bub Means to Zach's left, 2 receivers to his right. Now Bub goes to the right side as well. Play action. Zach stands in the middle. Now he's in trouble. Now he stays in the middle. Now he's got all kinds of time. Drifts to his left. Looks, and now pulls it down and gets tackled at the 35, 36-yard line. Clock will continue. Thought after he spun, got to the left, he had some space to find somebody.
Yeah, the thing was, Kendre started floating up the field. You wanted him to come kind of flat, but Kendre didn't think that he would be coming back to him. There was an initial really good job as far as the pocket was concerned by that Saints offensive line, but really no separation from any of the receivers down the field.
So third down for the Saints. 1 for 3 on third down. Catch by Maliki Matavao, and he picks up the first down, but he gets up a little
low.
gingerly.
Yeah, he comes out.
Yeah, on his right side.
Yeah, is how he got tackled.
Yeah, just took a hit on his right leg, but it does pick up the first down. Saints keep it moving. Maliki Matavao, the rookie out of UCLA. Second, I'm sorry. Zach Wilson in the shotgun. Looks to his left, throws incomplete at the 50, trying to hit Kevin Austin, but that was a bullet out in front of Kevin Austin. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10, coming for the Saints at the Ram 48, or at the Saint 48, just shy of midfield.
Yeah, Malik is going to go into the tent. He doesn't want to. Guaranteed you that, but he didn't want to, but he's still walking kind of gingerly and on that over route. I know you want to put it in front of him a little bit, but Austin's got to give him a chance to catch it too.
2nd and 10 from the Saint 48, 10-0 Rams. Zach Wilson under center. Ty Chandler is the back who gets the football. Nice hole. Chandler up inside the Rams territory down to the 45-yard line. It's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down, so 3rd down and 3 coming. Good run for Ty Chandler.
Yeah, nice run for Ty Chandler. It looks like he's going to come out. Kendre's going to come back into the game. The best offense for the Saints have been running backs, tight ends. I'm trying to think, do we have a receiver that has well, yeah, we do with Lance.
Yeah, Bryce Lance is the only catch.
Yeah, has that slant route on the catch. But outside of that, it's been tight ends.
Matavao has 3, Lance 1, Means has a reception.
He has 1.
So inside handoff to Kendre. Nice stutter step to avoid getting tackled in the backfield, but it's still going to be probably
maybe 1 yard, but I'm going for it. I'm the Saints.
It was 3rd and 3, so now it's 4th and 2 from the 44. Wesley Bailey was on the tackle. Rams ended up going for it on 4th down once. They got a penalty on the other. This will be the Saints' first 4th down. They trail 10-0, 7:26, second quarter from the Rams 44. 4th down and 2. Wilson in the shotgun, 3 receivers stacked to his right. Now brings Ronnie Bell to his left. Takes the snap, looks at Ronnie Bell, now throws to the right side. Incomplete for Kevin Austin, and there are no flags. Kevin thought he was hit early from behind.
Yeah, I thought it was a little early as well. Thought the DB was a little bit earlier as well, but the officials don't agree. And looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, it looked close.
Cam Lampkin.
Yeah, we'll get another shot at it.
He hit him early.
Yeah, he was early. And so you don't get the flag, though.
Slow motion is a little, you can tell easier, but it wasn't exactly a bang-bang. So we'll take a break, and so the Rams have it again. We are in the second quarter, 10-0. Rams have the lead. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm,
and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Track's Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check the stadium's strict bag policy. Clear bags only? Rookie move. I guess I'll shove my bag under a parked car and hope for the best. But it's just a small bag.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Tommy Tucker, good listener, weekday mornings 6 to 10 on WWL.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
1st and 10 of the 44. Throw caught inside Saints territory. That's C.J. Daniels again who makes the catch. Stallbird on the tackle. 2nd and 3 coming up. And they are inside Saints territory at the 49. 6:48. Clock moving. 10-0 Rams.
Yeah, they've just done a great job, like I said earlier, just making those linebackers have to cover side to side a lot of those shorter routes for the receivers.
Under center is Bennett. Hunter is the deep back who gets the ball middle of the field. And you can hear the crash up here. Saints stand him up at the 45. Let's go down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, Maliki Madavaw just came out of the injury tent. He's walking, but definitely a little gingerly on that right leg. He's now headed back either to the locker room or imaging. He's going a different direction than Devin Neal did.
Thank you, Jeff. First down for the Rams. You're right. Devin Neal came in right under us, and Madavaw is going towards where the Rams would go in. 1st and 10 from the Saint 45. Handoff. Hunter bounces to the left, now cuts it back. Flag comes in from the offensive backfield. That should be holding. Jalen Ford was on the tackle.
Holding, number 83, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
Mark Redmond, the tight end, is the one that was called for the holding. So now the ball back to the Rams side of the football field at the 45, 1st and 20 on their 45, 5:32.
Second charge timeout. Rams.
As you heard, Carl Sheffers take the timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:32, second quarter, 10-0 Rams. 1st and 20 when we return here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
My personal favorite stories are when a young man comes in and you can see they're a little intimidated. This just happened last week. I saw the young man. I said, "Hey, what can I do to give you a hand?" And he said, "Well, I'm here for an engagement ring, but I don't think I'm in the right place." So I got him to my desk, and within an hour, he had purchased an engagement ring, had spent $1,000, and he was treated like he spent a lot more, and I'm sure we have a customer for life. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home, Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver.
With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Stay informed. Dave Cohen has your first look at the day weekday mornings at 5 on WWL.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio Friday night at 7 p.m. when the Saints take on the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Turn up the Saints Radio Network.
Malachi Williams is one of the edges in, as well as Michael Helpman, who had 2 sacks, 3 tackles for a loss, and 3 quarterback hits. It's 10-0 Rams. They've got the football. 5:32 to play here in the second quarter. They are moving left to right. Waters is the deep back. Play action. Stetson Bennett is your quarterback, throwing deep down the sideline. Overthrown, incomplete. Jaden Price was on the coverage of Brennan Presley.
It's an outstanding job by Price right there, just being able to get inside, really, of the receiver on that route. And, quarterback, he didn't have anywhere to place the football. Really nice job of just running the pattern with the receiver by Price.
2nd and 20 from the Rams 45. 10-0 LA. Bennett back in the middle of the pocket, throws it almost the same pass. This time it's caught by Alec Bachman. And that takes it way shy of the first down, but it's to the Saint 40 or the Saint 38-yard line.
And
about 3 yards shy of the first down.
And instead of the Saints having the same defense call, that time you had TJ Hall, one of the corners, kind of playing underneath it, and so not able to turn his hips and get back outside quick enough. Price is playing the underneath coverage. Give a big chunk yardage there. 3rd and 3 from
the Saint 45, and the throw is incomplete. Was it tipped at the line?
It was just behind. It was behind.
So 4th down and 3 from the Saint 38-yard line. And as we've seen all day, they will go for it.
I like it. Both teams are saying, hey, we don't need long field goals. We want to see if our guys can compete.
4th down and 3 from the 38. Stetson Bennett in the shotgun. Takes the ball, now throws down the near sideline. Incomplete, but that's going to be a penalty on Lorenzo Stiles, who's running step for step with Alex Bachman.
I think he got hooked. I think he hooked him. I think Lorenzo just hooked him and he couldn't get his hand
Pass
out
interference,
there.
number 36, defense. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul, automatic. First down.
And if he didn't hook him, then he squeezed his hand. Bachman kind of squeezed his arm. Bachman didn't squeeze it. It was just basically Lorenzo got his hands caught in there and he couldn't get it out of there. I thought Bachman did an old school, what the old receivers would do, would just hook it and squeeze it to force that official to call it. And now the Saints got too many guys on the field.
The ball is at the 25 after the penalty.
Defense, 12 players on the field. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Somebody still has to come off.
I was going to say, you can't do it twice.
Yeah, somebody still has to come off.
Jaden Price comes off, and that doesn't mean that he was the guy. It doesn't mean that he was the guy.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Okay.
They're in base defense, and he was still a nickel.
So now it's at the 20-yard line. Handoff, Jordan Waters met in the backfield by Miles Cole. He'll take it inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
But what it means is they do a poor job of being able to tell him, hey, he's out. He's out. I'm coming in. We're in base. And so whether it's the linebacker or the defensive lineman, you got to tell him because he was just covering a defensive back. And so when they send a guy on, you've got to be able to tell him, hey, we're in base. We're in base. And he knows he's got to come out.
2nd and 3 from the 18. 10-0 Rams. They're knocking on the door again inside the red zone. Stetson Bennett takes it now, lofts it towards the end zone, and that is incomplete. Jaden Price again on the coverage of C.J. Daniels. We've seen a lot of that twosome today.
Yeah, well, I think we know who is one of his favorite receivers is C.J. Daniels, and just try to run that fade route to the slot, and Price has a pretty good job as far as coverage. Ball has to be put on the outside, and Daniels just cannot get to it. So we've seen Price a couple of times have pretty good coverage when you're talking about man-on-man.
Daniels, a 6th-round pick, 197th pick overall out of Miami. Now it's 3rd down and 3 from the 13. Handoff to Waters, slammed at the 15, but he will take it down to the 12-yard line and pick up the first down. Rams moving the football. Mike Reed made the stop of Jordan Waters, but Jordan Waters out of NC State, first-year player.
Yeah, looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbo trying, the Saints got to bring your feet when you get low as far as the safety is concerned. Do a good job of initial contact, but you got to bring your feet with you.
So 1st and 10 from the 12. Pass short to the right side. Caught, but did he ball come loose at the
Fully off field as the runner is down by contact. 2nd down.
C.J. Hall made the tackle.
Yeah, I'm the Saints. I'm kind of looking at this. He's down by contact. Was he reaching the football out? Because the tackle was definitely there. He's down. The arm and the knee are down. So Saints need something good to happen to them defensively. You don't have a sack. You don't have a turnover. That's what you need to kind of create.
3:07, 10-0 Rams. 2nd and 6 at the 8. So again, they can pick up a first down without getting into the end zone. Throw to far side. That's incomplete. And that was Garrett Nelson on the coverage. It was high to his running back, Dean Connors. Doesn't have to be too high. Dean's 5'11". He's one of the taller backs.
Floated just a little bit on him. It looked like he probably threw off his. He just let it float on him.
Yeah.
Throwing sometimes off of the back foot, back leg.
Under 3 minutes, 2:59, 3rd and 6 from the 8. Bennett takes the snap out of the shotgun, looks through, he's going to pull it down. 10, 5, he will take it in for the touchdown. It's almost like the last play. This time he didn't have to reach out for the pylon. He got to stay on his feet, and Stetson Bennett gets touchdown number 2. And their ability to run the football has been damaging for the Saints defense. Isaiah Stallberg tried to get there, but when he pulled it down the first time.
A couple things here. Your defensive end, number 59, Garrett Nelson, when he goes inside, if that defensive tackle does not loop back outside, you do not have a chance. And that would have been Miles Cole that you're asking to loop back outside. And so if that defensive end or outside linebacker, if he goes inside, there is no contain there. So, I mean, you're asking a lot for the corner or the safety to be able to see it. It's not sound football.
Harrison Mevis knocks it through, and we are late in the second quarter. 2:53 to play in the second quarter. Now the Rams lead at 17-0. We're back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Get ready, Lake Town. Professional basketball has arrived. The Lake Town Squadron tips off its season this fall, and it's sure to be an experience like no other. We're talking unique theme nights, must-have giveaways, and an atmosphere perfect for fans of all interests. Bring your crew through group packages or lock in the action of the inaugural year with season tickets. To secure your tickets, visit LaketownSquadron.com.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate, brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
The season is changing, and so is the game plan for your home's comfort. Before the winter chill sets in, make sure your heating system is ready for the handoff. Schedule a comprehensive fall tune-up with a trained comfort specialist. We'll expertly prep your furnace or heat pump to ensure safe, reliable warmth all winter long. Train is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints and LSU Tigers. Find your local expert today at trainsouth.com. That's trainsouth.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
Newell Norman speaks truth to power. Weekdays 10 to 1 on WWL.
Welcome back to SoFi Stadium. Mike Hoss, Deuce McAllister, Jeff Nowak on our sidelines. It is 17-0 Rams on an 11-play, 56 yards, 4 minutes and 13 seconds after that. And getting ready to kick it off here. Ty Chandler and Trey Palmer are back. This one is going to be Palmer on the near side at the 5. 10, 15, 20, brings it back to the middle of the field. Bit of a hole out of the, almost to the outside as he crossed the 30. Had to break that one, but could not. Alex Bachman brings him down. Today's game is brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the New Orleans Saints. So 2:46 to play here before halftime, 17-0. The Saints have it at their own 31. They have ventured into Ram territory briefly. Didn't stay long and didn't penetrate deep enough. Zach Wilson has been the quarterback, remains at quarterback. The Saints from their own 31. Zach looks right, now left in trouble, now rolls right. He should pull it down. 30, 35, and won't slide. Gets knocked out of bounds by the Rams' number 40, Daniel Rickert.
A couple things, Mike, looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron. I've got to be able to give that tackle a little presence on the edge. I know the tight end is there. I've got to just give him a little chip. I mean, because right now they know that you're going to throw the ball. You may run a draw or something, but they're coming after you because you're basically in 2-minute offense. So I want to slow them down, and then I've got to get some separation. We talked about it on the Bud Means throw, just miscommunication with he and Zach. But you got to get some separation from these wide receivers.
2nd and 3 for the Saints at their own 38, 17-0 Rams. Trying to get some points before the break. Zach throws it across the middle, incomplete, low at the feet of Bud Means. Would have been a pretty sizable game, but not really close to being a completion.
Yeah, and it looked like Bub was kind of humming down as he was coming across the middle there of the field. Kind of a little play action pass where you're reading it, riding that running back with the play action as far as keeping your eyes to see where that safety is and that linebacker if you can get him to come up. But just looks like some of those throws, he's kind of rushed it. Same kind of thing with the over route earlier with Kevin Austin.
3rd down and 3 from the Saint 38. Zach Wilson out of the shotgun. Throws to the far side. That's caught by Bryce Lance. Still on his feet. 40 down inside, deep inside of Rams territory. We weren't sure if he got touched. The Rams is thinking that he got touched when he got.
I think
I thought he
he's
did.
going to come back.
The 2-minute warning.
He made a great catch. I don't know if his knee was down.
Now that I cannot tell you. The shin and knee is down.
All right, we'll take a break. We are at the 2-minute warning, but nice catch by Bryce Lance. 17-0 Rams when we come back. 2 minutes
After
to
he
play.
assist, the runner is down at the 42-yard line.
That's right. Just close out, as we said. 17-0 back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Garage doors from Ace Garage Door Company are built tough, durable, reliable, and ready to handle whatever life throws at them. Just like the best offensive lines in football, our best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong, keeping your home safe and looking great like a fresh uniform. Don't fumble with weak garage doors for your home or business. Call Ace Garage Door Company today, where strength meets style. Visit acegaragedoorllc.com and Google them to read 1,200 5-star reviews.
Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Football is back, and no matter where game day takes you, Caesars Sportsbook keeps you in the action. Bet from the tailgate.
Can I get a hot dog?
Bet from your couch.
That's my lucky spot.
Bet from the stadium.
Let's go!
Plus, you can flex your parlay, so your bet stays alive even if a leg misses. Caesars is your anytime, anywhere sportsbook. Download the app today and start betting.
Must be 21. Not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed through Horseshoe Bossier City. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-770-STOP.
Newell Norman leads the conversation weekdays 10 to 1 on WWL.
2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. And Deuce, you talk about time of possession, but number of plays so far, the Saints 22 offensive plays, Rams 38. So that's plus 16, but if that continues, that's plus 32. That's an entire football game.
Yep. They've run a ton of plays. I mean, they hadn't had a ton of explosives, that being the Rams, where they're just hitting you over the top. But, I mean, they're working you underneath and consistently being able to run the football. And then, you know, you talk about having to stiffen up. We saw them do it one time once they got in the red zone, but just hadn't been able to do it enough with that defense out there. And so the Saints offense, I mean, you got a chance to be able to put some points on the board and get it back to start the third quarter. But, man, you need to get something going to help your defense out.
1st and 10. Saints have the football at their 42 because of the knee from Bryce Lance. Throw to the outside, and that is incomplete. Trying to hit Bob Beans, who went up for it, but it was incomplete. Ball tipped in the air. Could have been picked off, but
yeah, it got tipped in the air. And again, you see the pressure from the right tackle there on that side, and that's really why the ball floated. I don't know if Zach was able to get everything that he wanted on that throw. I've got to give my tackle some help.
2nd and 10 from the Saint 42, 17-0 Rams, 1:54 to play in the second quarter. Saints in black jerseys moving right to left here in the second. Zach Wilson takes the snap. Here comes some pressure. He steps up, now drifts to his left. He's going to pull it down, 45, and steps out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So they picked up 4 yards.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.
Yep.
Look for some pressure. They hadn't brought a ton of pressure as far as an extra blitzer. They're getting enough of it, like I said, off of the edge. And if I'm the Saints, you know, whether it's my back chipping or whether it's my tight end, I just want to help those tackle. It hadn't been so much because Awesome Richards is playing the left tackle. It's been more so on the right side.
Saints are 3 of 6 on 3rd down. Zach Wilson in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left in trouble now, heaves it down the sideline, and that's incomplete as it falls in between Bryce Lance and Trayton Welch, who was crossing. Lance was coming down the sideline, and the ball fell in between them.
Well, and the reason he had to throw it, they ran a game, and there was a TE inside the stunt. Now this side, this time the left side of the offensive line didn't pick up the stunt, and so the quarterback just has to kind of throw it. You're almost hoping and praying that, hey, one of the guys see it, and I think Welch saw it, but the ball was not intended for he. I think it was for the receiver that was running the over route.
So Ryan Wright comes in. Alex Bachman is inside of his 10. The punt goes to the middle of the field. Bachman calls a late fair catch at the 15-yard line. And that is where the Rams will have it for one more possession. 1:34 to play here in the second quarter, as they are already on top 17-0 as the Saints just...
So they have, one timeout? Or two? They have 2 timeouts, I believe. Rams, 2 timeouts. Saints should have one. Saints burned 2. I know they did one defensively.
I'm looking at the board.
Rams have 1, I think it is.
So the ball is at the 15. Stetson Bennett, who has a couple of rushing touchdowns, takes it out of the shotgun, throws left side, caught by who else? His favorite target today, C.J. Daniels, up across the 25 to the 26, and that's a first down. Jalen Ford was on the coverage as the Rams go quick. 1:18, clock moving. Stetson takes it out of the shotgun, looking to his left now, throws deep down the left side, caught by number 82. That's Tyler Scott. Boy, Tyler Scott Mike Reed was on the tackle, but Tyler Scott and C.J. Daniel have had a first half to remember.
Third and final charge, timeout. Rams, the 30-second timeout.
C.J. Daniels has been targeted 9 times, 6 receptions. Scott, 3 targets, 2 receptions, but long of 20. As the Rams take their timeout with 1:09 to play here before halftime. Saints, as Deuce said, will get it to start the third quarter.
Yeah, and on the secondary, we hadn't helped themselves a lot. I mean, right there, you want to be able to generate some pressure. The Saints haven't blitzed a ton, a little, maybe once or twice, but they hadn't been able to get pressure. And that offensive line has given Stetson plenty of time. And when you talk about winning some of those one-on-one battles, we just hadn't won them.
First and 10 from their 46. Stetson now throws to the right side. Caught. C.J. Daniels, unless he was bobbling it. That's a catch down inside the Saint 40, down to the 37-yard line.
And that's just Lorenzo Styles. They're trying to cover him, and he's got complete control of it. He doesn't bring it into his body, controls it, has strong hands, and gets 2 feet down.
C.J. Daniels, his 10th target, is Bennett takes it out of the shotgun, throws across the middle, caught again. The Saints trying to reach for it, but that's C.J. Daniels down to the 26-yard line.
It's almost like 7-on-7 for those two.
Rams go quick, 46 seconds, clock moving. They don't have any timeouts. Stetson Bennett stands, now throws to the left, and that's up high, incomplete at the 7-yard line on the far side. Saints had a couple of defenders there. Tyler Scott went up for it, but it was too high.
Yeah, how tall is Tyler Scott?
Tyler Scott is 5'11".
That's the only reason he missed that ball, because that ball, I mean, if he's 2 inches taller, Mike, he catches it.
So the Rams quick to the line, 39 seconds on top, 17-0. Throws, caught on the numbers inside the 20. It's going to be about down to the 17. Don't think he has the first down. 3rd and 1 at the 17. Will be at 20 seconds to play when he runs the play, which he does to Jarquez Hunter. Big hole, big hit, but he gets the first down. They're going to have to clock it.
Yeah, they'll spike it. They'll get 2 plays out of this.
10 seconds to play. He picks up the first down inside the 10. Clocked it at 7 seconds left.
He's going to take the field goal.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. Mike, McVay, I don't think so. He's going to take a shot in the end zone.
Well, I'm looking for a rub route or a fade. I mean, they still hadn't given him a play yet.
They got to do something. They just can't stand there.
You still haven't given him a play yet, so he'll get to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds. He'll get to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds. You don't have any timeout.
They still haven't got the play.
Well, that's what I'm telling you.
They're not going to get it off. Well, 8 seconds.
They'll get it
6
off.
6 seconds. Bennett, 3, 2.
And the Saints bail them out. Why? Why? They were discombobulated. They're just running a base play.
You just bailed them out.
Yes.
There was about 1 second. I think they really actually would have gotten it off if they
would have got it. They would have got it off if we would have snapped it.
They got to give you that half second.
Now they're going to give you a different personnel grouping, a fresh receiver or two. And for the Saints, I mean, you're looking for a rub route or you're looking for some type of fade because he can't hold the ball because he wants to get 2 plays off, not just 1.
7 seconds.
You can't give anything up in the middle of the field. If it is, it's got to be right there, not in the end zone. Defensive lineman, I got to get my hands up.
Keep an eye on Bennett running. He's already got an 8-yarder. This from 8-yard lofts it for the end zone. Incomplete, trying to hit C.J. Daniels, but that time Lorenzo Styles went up and knocked it away. And so good defense by Lorenzo Styles and that duo that we've talked so much about. And got their 1 shot at the end zone. And then with 4 seconds left, here comes Harrison Mevis.
Yeah, if I'm the Saints, I'm not bailing them out. I mean, you kind of understood a new situation, where they were going with what type of route.
Harrison Mevis didn't play until week 10. He came in for the Rams last year and still kicked 48 extra points. I'm sorry, but that's a lot of touchdowns. His chip shot field goal goes through as time expires. Not a great first half by the Saints. They will get the ball to start the second half. hope for better things as they trailed 20-0. They led. They put 20 points on the board to the Saints last week. Need a big second half. 20-0 Rams. We're back after this. It is halftime on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain. Wear full body paint. Refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
Saints fans know how to pass a good time. Blowout or nail biter, you find the fun in it. But a few hours east, Pensacola's sugar white beaches give you a different kind of good. It's where the pace changes, the afternoon stretches, and nobody's keeping score. Win or lose, pack your Saints gear and come unwind. Pensacola's proud to be your beach. Good times, anytime. That's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Ready to jumpstart your career? Goodwill Technical College is now enrolling, and this is your chance to build a brighter future. We've got the programs that will take you from the classroom to the career of your dreams.
I'm on my way to success, thanks to Goodwill Technical.
Financial aid and scholarships are available, as well as child care and transportation, so nothing's holding you back. Classes are filling up fast. Don't wait. Enroll today at Goodwill Technical College and start your journey to a better tomorrow. Visit goodwilltech.edu or call now to secure your spot.
Protect your home or business with the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We tackle tough opponents, giving you a solid defense against pests. Win the battle with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Newell Norman, the opinion leader, weekdays at 10 on WWL. Time now for the Rouse's Markets Halftime Show. Rouse's, your #1 low-price leader and official supermarket of the Saints on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Here's Steve Geller.
We're here on the Rouse's Market Halftime Show. The Saints trailing the Rams 20-0 in SoFi Stadium. Saints offense, led by Zach Wilson, has had a rough time finding rhythm early. They've had brief sparks in the run game from Kendra Miller and Devin Neal, who has left with an injury, but were largely stalled by the Los Angeles defense. Meanwhile, Stetson Bennett has guided the Rams into territory early and often, capitalizing on sustained drives. Had Harrison Mevis for multiple field goal conversions, along with Bennett rushing for 2 scores in the game. Some defensive highlights for the Saints. The defense spent extended time on the field, and linebacker Jalen Ford and safety Jordan Howden delivered solid wrap-up tackles, but midfield execution and third down conversions proved to be the big story for Los Angeles. Looking at some of the team numbers from this matchup, first downs for LA, 19. The Saints with just 4. Time of possession, LA is dominated there as well with 18 minutes and 24 seconds compared to the Saints with 11 minutes, 36 seconds. Penalties have been all over the field for each team. The Saints have 6 for 57 yards. The Rams 5 for 35. Total net yards on the day, the Rams 272 compared to the Saints with just 98. Right now the score 20-0 at the half. LA on top of New Orleans. We're going to take a break here on the Rouse's Market Halftime Show. Coming back with even more right after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Time out. Huddle up. This is Brother Fromar with River Parish Disposal. So you made a bad call and chose the wrong waste company? It ain't too late to get back in the game. Just hand off your garbage to the gator. River Parish Disposal. We are the largest and oldest family-owned commercial waste disposal company in the New Orleans metro area. River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
CCI Productions is an XL printing, design, fabrication and installation, and finishing company known for their accuracy and precision in branding spaces and events. Let their team of graphic solutions specialists provide you with professional consultation, creative conceptualization, high-quality production, and expert execution. Learn more today at ccIproductions.io. CCI, official partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carry-out to delivery to pizza portal pickup, just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza, pizza. Where politics and pop culture meet your opinions. The Scoot Show, weekdays 1 to 4 on WWL.
We're back in the Rouse's Market halftime show. The Saints trailing the LA Rams 20-0. And Bobby, we kind of joked about this, a little bit in the sports office while watching the game. The Saints just have not had success at SoFi Stadium, preseason or not. This has just been ugly.
Well, I don't know. We look like the JV and they look like the varsity at SoFi. That's the way it's been. Tough love. Yeah, we have a ways to go to get where the Rams are at. And these are the backups. I mean, it's not, Bobby, you can't really judge it. No, I just look at what we're doing and what they're doing and how they're executing and we're not executing.
They're backups too.
Yeah. So, I look at, first downs. They had 19 first downs. That's not for the game. That's in the first half. Were they on pace to be hovering around 40 first downs? That's ridiculous. Time of possession. Penalties. No, you can't never. You hear me say this all the time. 9 penalties or more, or 100 yards. Well, a lot like last week in the first half, we're more than halfway there. 6 penalties for 57 yards. No, not good. I don't know. It looks like, it is tackle football. When we get tackled,
someone gets hurt.
We get hurt. It just seems like that. I know I'm exaggerating. But it seems like when we get tackled, we get hurt. And we don't need 1 blue tent. We need 2 blue tents. No, it's just sad. What do we give up per rush? 5.5 yards a run. And no, you're never going to win. Now, again, who's playing, who's not playing?
It's actually 5.7 a rush.
Oh,
even worse.
Yeah, even worse. So that'd be definitely leading the NFL. Kind of like diamond in the rough and player. I looked at him from the get-go. He's made plays throughout the half. Is Mike Reed. Who in the hell's Mike Reed? Mike Reed, a South Dakota Coyote. Not a South Dakota State Jackrabbit. We love South Dakota players. But a South Dakota Coyote, Mike Reed. He has 2 tackles on special teams. He had a great tackle on that punt return. That one by Ryan Wright when he put it, I think, 58 yards, and it was like a net of 54. So he had 2 tackles special teams, a pass defended, and also a tackle on regular defense. So nothing, to say the least, to write home about. I don't know what else to say. It's ugly or, I don't know. You watch preseason football, you watch football in general. I like to watch football, but damn, that was a boring first half. I don't know.
And things were kind of cooking with Maliki Mataval, and then he got hurt.
He made a nice play. Then, he got tackled, so he got hurt. And I don't know, Zach Wilson. He's like Lamar Jackson. He's a scrambler now. He's not going to make plays in the pocket. It was so bad, one play, one pass, that Zach Wilson was a little off target, not accurate. I cannot believe Bub Means. If you can replay that, the ball's coming across the middle. I think he tried to kick it. What, you going to kick it up and let him intercept it? No, it was just bad. Bad football, 20-0. No, that's about what it should be, 20-0. Hopefully we have a better showing in the second half. If you're trying to make the team, you got to put something positive on the film, because if you don't make the Saints, you want to maybe impress another NFL team. So hopefully we come back strong in that second half.
Pour a drink. We might need it for the second half of action here. We're moments away from more Saints play-by-play with Deuce and Hoss, brought to you by Auctioneer Health. Long live you. Long live the Saints. Coming back with more action.
The turnover margin, we -1. Remember I said we got to be on the positive side like the Jags and the Rams. That's why they won last year. Come on.
Keep it locked here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network, folks.
It's a wrap on the Rouse's Markets Halftime Show. Rouse is your #1 low-price leader and official supermarket of the Saints. Stick around for the second half on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our own.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Tracks Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Bobby Aber, KJ Cannon here. Look at Rouse's Markets. Taking care of 1.2 million customers a week starts with great prices. Shop the Rouse's weekly ad for the best deals. I do every week. No one puts more groceries on sale than Rouse's. And the savings don't stop with the ad. You'll find values down every aisle, all through the store. Rouse's, your #1 local low-price leader and the official supermarket of the Saints. You'll be amazed how much you can save at Rouse's.
In football, it takes the right team to win. That's why you need a partner like Marsh McLennan Agency. We've provided business insurance, employee health and benefits, and private client insurance solutions to Southeast Louisiana for more than 80 years. Marsh McLennan Agency combines the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's largest insurance firm. At Marsh McLennan Agency, we know more than just insurance. We know New Orleans. Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints. Visit us today at marshmma.com.
A true New Orleans original, Scoot on the Air, weekday afternoons on WWL. Time for second half adjustments, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Now, here's Deuce.
Well, Mike, where do you want to start with things that you got to do better? There's a laundry list of them. There's a laundry list of them. I just want to. I want to see almost a different team. I want to see the focus. I want to see those guys locked in. You can't hurt yourself with penalties. You go back to the first drive. You had somewhat of a promising drive. Kendra had 3 carries in a row, and then you get a personal foul call. Same thing with you have the big play with Madaval Maliki, and so what do you get? Next thing you know, you get a sack, then you get 2 penalties. Defensively, you had a laundry list of penalties, mistakes. You know, guys have to be able to come up and make tackles. I just thought that the Rams were the more efficient team, the better team, and they just took it to the Saints, and hopefully we see a different unit here in the second half.
That ball to the left, it lands. Oh, my gosh, it lands inside the landing zone. The Saints got to pick it up and just step out of bounds. It looked initially like it might go out of bounds. Mevis' kick was far to the left, but it lands at about the 7. And it's the far guy who came around to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, that ball spent like sideways almost. And if you're the returner, you do what they tell you. And it's put 1 foot out of bounds and touch the ball because now it goes to the 40-yard line. But that ball kind of had some spin on it where it just died.
So Spencer Rattler is the quarterback. And this is the Ace Garage Door opening drive. Powered by Ace Garage Door. For professional service and more, call Ace Garage Door. And it is Spencer Rattler from his own 16. Play action, throws, caught at the 17 on the near side, Trayton Welch. Welch takes it up near the Saints sideline, near the first down, and hard tackle out of bounds. Sideline judge reached for his flag, but didn't throw it.
And I don't know how you don't throw that flag. I mean, it's one thing to say that maybe your momentum took you down. He's riding them all the way.
He's beyond the white. He tackled Trayton Welch beyond the white.
Yeah, he's riding them all the way. But I mean, I understand it. But hey, that's really close.
He picked up 9, second and 1 at the 25-yard line. Rattler under center. Handoff, Kendra Miller. Left side, breaks through the tackle, outside the numbers. 35, late flag comes in and probably got him on the edge, holding Saints.
Number 68, offense.
Torselli Simpkins.
Replay second down.
That was a good run by Kendra. He bounced off the defender.
And I don't know if we'll get a replay of it, but I don't know if there was a lot of holding there unless he just wrapped him up from the edge. We won't get another look at it. Kendra was able, like you talked about, just breaks 2 tackles. He's just running through those defenders.
Saints' 7th penalty for 66 yards. Pushes them back to their 15, 2nd and 11. 20-0 Rams as we start the third quarter. Saints in black jerseys, gold pants, moving right to left. Rattler, the new quarterback, throws it complete to Ronnie Bell at the 22. On the numbers on the far side. And keep it right there at the 22. So third down coming for the Rams. Mikhail Green made the stop of Ronnie Bell.
And I think the Saints switched offensive linemen as far as who's at the center position. Because I see Will Sherman over on the sideline, and I can't tell who.
Simpkins is the center.
That is Torselli that's in at center.
Kilty is the left guard. Rattler on a 3rd down and 4 from the 22 is in the shotgun. Takes the snap, play action, rolls right, looks, throws, caught. Ronnie Bell, 35, first down. Ronnie Bell, what a great job. Strong hands, went up to get it at the numbers, and he just kept his hands up there, made the catch.
Formation issue by the Saints.
Man,
I don't know if they were set.
Decent play.
Yeah, I don't know if they were set.
Well, let's get back to what I said. Good play by Ronnie Bell, right? Strong hands, made the catch.
Oh, it's outstanding. I mean, that's how you teach it because the defender is coming down.
An eligible player downfield, number 69, offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay third down.
They're going to get the Saints because of the play action and the rollout, and they said the offensive lineman got downfield.
Barry Wesley.
Yeah, early.
Penalty number 8.
Which is intriguing to say the least.
We know our good friend Bobby Hebert is not liking that. So 20-0 Rams, and the Saints face a 3rd down and 10 from their own 17. On 3rd down, they are 3 of 7. This is Rattler. Rattler, the quarterback, takes it out of the shotgun. Looks now, lofts it down the sideline, looking, and that is caught by Jalen Moreno-Cropper. Flag comes in, but what a catch. Down the sideline in front of the Saints bench at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's pass interference defense,
yeah.
But I mean, that is an outstanding job. Talk about the throw.
Pass interference, number 21, defense. Penalties declined, results of the play. First down.
Cam Lampkin, wow, what a great grab by Cropper. And like you say, maybe that's a pass. I'm not sure that Spencer throws last year.
Well,
might put some air under it.
Maybe last year or last week. I mean, it was the same thing. You were wanting him. We've seen him make these type of throws in practice, and you want it to translate to the game. And looks like he's coming out, at least the first couple of throws, relaxing, just going out and playing the game.
First down for the Saints at their own 43 as Rattler escapes trouble. Now he's going to run 40, 45, steps out of bounds in front of the Saints bench at midfield. So good job by Spencer as he picks up 7.
Yeah, Easton Kiltley was late seeing it, and Spencer saw it, the pressure, and Kiltley, he comes out. Easton, he spins out late to try to come back and help. You can see him yelling at one of the coaches on the sideline. Yeah, it's just a nice job by Spencer.
Picked up 7, 2nd and 3. The ball right at midfield. Left hash mark. This time Spencer under center. Handoff. Kendra Miller, right side, just outside. But he does pick up the first down as he takes it to the 46-yard line. First down, New Orleans. I haven't said that much today.
Not a lot. I mean, it just gives you, when you can run the football, it just gives you something different that they hadn't been able to do it. And was that?
Sorry, that was Ty Chandler.
Yeah, I was about to say that was Ty Chandler. It looks like as he comes off the field and now coming back into the game, as has been in most of this game, is Kendra Miller.
That was the Saints' 6th first down. The Rams have 19. Rattler rolls to the right, throws it into the ground, just incomplete at the feet of Zaire Mitchell-Payton.
No intentional grounding. Receiver number 84 was in the area. Second down.
So you think the Rams have seen that play before? That's kind of what they run. I mean, that's what their offense looks like, and there's just too much pressure off of the edge by the defensive end. And so instead of Rattler trying to force something, just throw it into the ground and get to the next play. You go back and you look at it, we'll say, hey, man, that tight end looks open. If I can buy a little time and I tell that tight end that's running that corner route, then I may throw it there. But, I mean, I just want to get to the next play because they read it perfectly.
2nd and 10 from the Ram 46. Rattler to throw, in trouble, and he escapes, gets tripped up as he gets inside the 45-yard line, just barely tripped up by Daniel Rickard. He'd probably only made about 4 or 5 more, but man, just caught him on the heel. Swiped at him.
Can you tell me one thing different from Spencer there on that protection than going back last week? And it's probably
the decision faster?
A little faster, but he's got both hands on the ball. Now he takes it off.
It last week.
And that's exactly why. When he was trying to evade out of the pocket, he only had one hand on the football. That time he's got 2 on the football.
3rd and 8 from the Ram 44. Out of the shotgun is Rattler. Stands in the middle, now throws. And that is caught by Kevin Austin at the 34-yard line. First down. He had Trayton Welch kind of in the vicinity, but Kevin Austin with the first down reception.
Yeah, it's a nice job by Austin as well as Rattler, and they're going to go fast on the ball. Just being able to trust my guy and knowing where he's going to be.
Under center, Rattler has it. Play action again, looking to his left now. He's in trouble and goes right and just throws it out of bounds. Bit of a late hit as Rattler goes down, but no penalties.
Yeah, and like I said, that's that bootleg again. And that defensive end, he sees it every day in practice from his own team. And so very few times are you going to trick those guys. And so you can run some action, but the quarterback has to set up directly behind the center. I mean, being able to get outside and hit that tight end. I know we've done it once or twice, but those ends are getting upfield now.
Ty Chandler is the back to Rattler's left. The ball is at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 10, 20-0 Rams, 3rd quarter, first possession for the Saints. Rattler throws it down the sideline, looking for Trey Palmer, who comes up almost with a great catch. There's a flag at the 5-yard line. Give me pass interference on Alex Johnson.
Pass interference, number 36. Defense, false place at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Trey Palmer almost came up with a great catch.
Yeah, and Trey sees it, and the cornerback never gets his head around. I mean, even to turn around late, he never identifies where the ball is, and Trey almost makes the one-handed catch. And, you know, you're looking at a completely different quarterback from last week. You're looking at the quarterback that you've seen in practice as far as for the Saints, and that being Spencer Rattler, just one that's going out there playing a lot looser.
Saints are in the Raising Cane's red zone. One love. Rattler, handoff. Middle of the field, down to the 6-yard line before being brought down is Kendre Miller, brought down by Nick Anderson.
Kendre is upset at himself, even though he got, 4 yards out of that play? Probably should have been 6. He's got to get down a little lower. You see how he's so high right there? If he can get just a little lower, he may be able to stop and start even there with the free hitter as far as the linebacker, because he actually ran into one of his own linemen. But he just got to get down. That was one of the things that we talked about during the pregame show, him getting his shoulders down a little bit more as he's running.
2nd and goal at the 6. 20-0 Rams. Saints with their first possession. A little pump by Rattler. Ball knocked down at the line. Just gave him a little shoulder pump, and I think he was trying to hit Kendre. But ball got knocked down at the line, and now you got 3rd and goal coming.
Yeah, and I don't know if he originally wanted to go to Austin out on the outside. You know, the guy that's hit, that's actually open is Zaire Mitchell-Padden, the tight end that's in the corner that's running that corner route. But he tried to hit Kendre, and there was just a little bit too much push by the defensive line inside, and that's why the ball gets batted down.
Saints 5 and 9 on 3rd down. They need 6 yards for a touchdown. 20-0. 3rd down and goal from the 6. Rattler brings Miller to his left. Rattler takes the snap, throws to the end zone, picked off. Picked off, he's in trouble. 20 going the opposite way, 1 block. That is Alex Cook, who is going to take it to the house. Probably going to be about 100 yards from where he caught it. Just kind of came in from underneath. I didn't see who Spencer was trying to throw it to.
It looked like he was running a slant flat combination, and he was reading the quarterback eyes the whole way, and Spencer looked at him the whole time. I mean, and we'll get another look at it, and he just jumped it completely from that safety spot. He was going to his tight end. It looked like he was going to Welch.
Yeah.
He was going to Welch, and it was actually a spot route. But, I mean, he stared him down. If anything, I'm going to go to the back. But, like I said, he was looking at the tight end. He was going that way the whole time, and he was just playing safety, played middle of the field, and he picked it off pure hands.
Harrison Mevis comes in so quickly. The Saints were knocking at the door. 3rd and goal, and now it's a house call. 27-0. The Rams have the lead here in the 3rd quarter. 9:06 to play. We're back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Get ready, Lake Town. Professional basketball has arrived. The Lake Town Squadron tips off its season this fall, and it's sure to be an experience like no other. We're talking unique theme nights, must-have giveaways, and an atmosphere perfect for fans of all interests. Bring your crew through group packages, or lock in the action of the inaugural year with season tickets. To secure your tickets, visit LaketownSquadron.com.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line, dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at ochsner.org/schedule.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, Uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for a heart-thumping career? Get your blood pumping by becoming an EMT. Acadian Ambulance is hiring, and you can become an EMT in just 4 months. Visit nolamedics.com to register today. That's nolamedics.com.
Talk entertainment in the day's hot topics with Scoot. Weekday afternoons 1 to 4 on WWL.
So it was a 100-yard interception return by Alex Cookham. Would have been really the Saints' best drive. Spencer Rattler threw a deep pass to Jalen Moreno-Cropper, who got the catch, also a PI. Then the deep pass to Trey Palmer, another PI, pass interference, and the Saints had a 1st and goal inside the 10, and just tried to force it in there. Did Spencer Rattler, who's going to get it right back. 27-0 as the Rams score on a house call from 100 yards. Jaden Price is one of the backs, and Ty Chandler will catch this, not even catch it, 7 yards deep into the end zone. The Saints will have it at the 35-yard line, and let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves. Here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
The Deuce kind of keep doing what they were doing, right? I mean, their deep passes to the sideline, all that stuff. That was, Rattler was doing fine.
You're doing fine, but you can't stare down a guy. I mean, the safety is just playing the middle of the field, and middle field, you had two guys kind of stacked on top of you that looked like they were running a spot in a corner route. And the right guy to go to, and now you have a penalty. The right guy to go to would have been the back.
Is that Alan Heron?
Start, number 70, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Alan Heron, the left tackle, moved early. Rookie out of Maryland. Free agent signing. So it's 1st and 15 at the 30. We're under 10 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Rattler, the quarterback from the left hash mark, and he's under center. Takes the snap, throws, caught by Zaire Mitchell-Payton at the 35-yard line on the near side. He won't get any farther than that. Brought down by Nazir Forkin and Monty Rice.
I mean, he's just running a stick route right there, and you want to put it right on him as he's coming out of that break. That's exactly what Rattler did. You've had nice rhythm offensively where you run the football, and you've been able to hit some passes, but it's the penalties and the mistakes.
2nd and 9 from the 36. Handoff, middle of the field, up to the 40-yard line. That's C.J. Donaldson from Ohio State who takes it to the 40, and they need 5 yards, so you're going to have to get 5 yards for the first. Nikhil Hill-Green was on the tackle. Long 5 at that. Saints break the huddle. C.J. Donaldson is to the right of Rattler. 3 receivers to his right. Now 2 as he brings Trayton Welch from right to left. Takes the snap on a 3rd down and 5. Throws. And that is incomplete at the 44-yard line. So would have been hard to make the first down, even if he'd have caught it.
And I think that was to Welch trying to hit his tight end. And
Trayton Welch.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough catch and run for him to be able to pick it up. So now you have the Saints offense after a good drive kind of sputtering.
So Ryan Wright will come in. Number 81, Brennan Wesley is back. Free agent for the Rams out of Oklahoma State. 5'8", 174. Punt goes to the far side. Wesley catches it at the 15-yard line, takes it to the left. Now skips by a couple of Saints and steps out of bounds in front of the Rams bench. We'll see where they will spot it at the 27-yard line. 27-yard line is where the Rams will have it. Moving left to right here in the 3rd quarter. Take a break right now. The Rams on top, 27-0. We are back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
My wife was frying okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. She left the burner on high, and it didn't take long to ignite. So I ran to the stove, grabbed the pot, and that's when I got burned from a grease fire. And yes, the pain was, it was bad. Oh, Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. On the financial side, it would be expensive without Blue Cross. And that's what I was worrying about because I was out of work for 3 months. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
Louisiana Blue. The right card, the right care.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home. Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Get the Inside the Black and Gold podcast with Jeff Nowak and Steve Geller from WWL.
27-0, 3rd quarter, 7:34 to play, and it's Ty Simpson time, closing the book on Stetson Bennett. 19 of 31, 181 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 yard and 8 yard. And Ty Simpson, the 13th pick this year, has Dean Connors, who takes the snap out of the shotgun, throws to his left, complete at the 27-yard line to Max Clare, the rookie tight end. So the first-round pick throws to the second-round pick.
think they're hoping that that combination is together for a long, long time out here in LA.
Boy, to tight end and wide receiver, very deep. You got Delp taken in the third round, Max Clare taken in the second round last week. Jacksonville had a couple of guys drafted.
Second round, I think, as well.
Yeah, second and the fifth, had two. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain, this time under center. Handoff to Dean Connors, takes it to the left side. He's going to be shy by about a yard of the first down at the 32-yard line. Stopped by Jackson Sermon, the linebacker. 3rd and 2 at the 33. Clock at 6:42 and moving. Saints have had a couple of possessions here in the third quarter, but no points. Led last week 20-6 at halftime. Ty Simpson under center. Takes the snap again. It's Connors who bounces out of one, but cannot bounce out of Isaac Yadam, who makes the tackle right there. He bounced to the right into Ike. And he's a little
slow to get up.
Yeah, feeling his midsection.
You got to stay out there for punt team, though. It's a nice job by Isaac being able to come in there and make that tackle.
Only the second punt for the Rams. Trey Palmer is back deep. Trey Palmer standing right now on his 15. Evans to our left. His heels are on his own 20. The snap is good. Boot is away. It's a spinner. Palmer will catch it at the 11-yard line on the near side. Keeps it on the near side. 20, 25. Makes one miss at the 30. Brought down about the 33-yard line. So Trey Palmer makes the most of that. A kangaroo from Kentwood will take a break. Saints trail right now, 27-0, 5:32 to play here in the third quarter. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans know game day takes everything you've got, all in, no matter the score. So when the final whistle blows, come unwind from it all in Pensacola. Condé Nast Traveler readers already crowned it America's best beach. So this is a win. Toes in the sugar white sand and all. Pack your black and gold gear and come celebrate or recharge. That's the Saints way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check the stadium's strict bag policy.
Clear bags only?
Rookie move. I guess I'll shove my bag under a parked car and hope for the best.
But it's just a small bag.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Saints tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. As the official resale ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. With 100% verified resale tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff like tailgating with your friends and family. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Saints.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, a new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Take us wherever you go. Hear WWL always live on the Odyssey app.
Down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal St. Sideline report.
Yeah, guys, been a busy day for Kendre Miller and Bryce Lance. Both those guys were on the sideline for that last possession, neither of them helmet. So it looks like they're likely up today. It's something to watch. If there's no more Kendre Miller, then we're looking at Ty Chandler and C.J. Donaldson the rest of the way.
Thank you, Jeff. Under center is Spencer Rattler, who takes the snap and looks to throw. Does throw. Caught. Left side. Cropper gets out of one tackle, steps across the 40 near the first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 42-yard line, so just shy of the first down. Monty Rice was there, but nice job by Marino Cropper.
Is it Moreno Cropper or
I don't know.
Jalen?
Well, it's Jalen Moreno Cropper, though sometimes he drops to Moreno.
He goes by Moreno or Jalen. Well, it's a nice play regardless.
Handoff outside goes Ty Chandler. And he is going to be stopped shy of the first down at the 43-yard line. They got to get to the 44-yard line. So 3rd down and 1 coming for the Saints.
Yeah, right there. The tackle gets beat inside. I would love for him, if that's the case, just hang on to the guy. I mean, you hate for anybody to kind of chase any player, but at least the back now knows what he has to go and beat, or at least who he has to beat.
C.J. Donaldson, the big back out of Ohio State, is the lone deep back with Rattler under center. 3rd down and 1. Saints are 5 of 11 on 3rd down. Donaldson gets it, 1st down. Nice hole up the middle. And the scrum pushes him into Rams territory down to the 48-yard line by Nikhil Green and Monty Rice. Nice job by the Saints offense pushing Mr. Donaldson.
Oh, a nice job by CJ, but he's got to just get his pass down a little bit more. But you see that's what he can bring to that offense. Good job by Rattler as well, checking to that play, because he was not originally in that play. You saw him kind of check to that play, and it's able to produce a 1st down for that Saints offense.
And are now 6 of 12 and driving into Rams territory again for the 2nd time this 3rd quarter with 3:47, but they trail 27-0. Rattler to throw, steps up. Little shovel pass caught by Donaldson at the 45. He gets tackled at the 40. A good job to pick up 7 yards or 8 yards. Not much. He picked up something out of what was not pretty.
Yeah, it was not pretty. You had just a lot of penetration as the quarterback steps up into the pocket, and instead of him traditional throwing it, does a nice job of just a little shuffle pass. And you see CJ try to split 2 right there. And not able to do it completely, but it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, 2. They gave him 8 yards on that one. So empty backfield for Rattler. Looks, throws it, ball tipped at the line, incomplete. Trying to hit Trey Palmer on a quick hitch or slant route, but just got tipped at the line.
Yeah, slant right. They run a slant right there. And for the Saints, can't look at my Rouse's Market Gumbo ton. They don't give it to me. I don't know if he was just hot as far as the throw off of the edge, or if we just had a miscommunication and didn't pick up the guy blitzing coming off of the edge.
So the Saints, after the 8-yard gain, now have it 3rd down and 2 at the Ram 40, traveling 27-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Rattler at quarterback. Ball is at the 40. Rattler to throw. Looks to his right. Now he's in trouble. Now he drifts. Now does throw it. Caught. And 1st down. Nice job. Still on his feet. 20, 15. C.J. Donaldson, ball's loose. Fumbles it out of bounds inside the 5. C.J. Donaldson made a nice catch. It was really just an escape valve for Spencer, but took it down the sideline.
Fumble out of bounds. Return to the spot of the fumble. 1st down.
Can you have a mix of emotions across the board?
Yes.
Okay, that's where you feel about this play. It's like, no, yes, no,
yes.
I mean, that ball shouldn't be that far. He didn't fumble it there. I thought he was probably at the 5-yard line where he fumbled that ball. I mean, but he's got to get it back into the left hand. Got it in the wrong hand, all of the traffic. It's the guy behind him that actually punches it out.
Saints are in the Raising Cane's red zone. One Love. Handoff up the middle to the 5-yard line. Goes Ty Chandler.
I was wondering who was calling plays, and it's Doug again. Nussmeier is calling the offensive plays again. Defensively, it's probably the same like it was. It was Terry, wasn't it?
Yes.
Terry, Coach Joseph.
I believe so, yes.
Last week, and so that's probably the same again. Doug Nussmeier, offensive coordinator, calling the offensive plays again for the Saints this week as last week as well.
Saints knocking at the door again. 2nd and goal at the 5. Handoff right side. Ball is out, and they have fumbled it away. Yep. The Saints inside the goal line again, and this time fumbling away. It was 100-yard. Peyton Zoidrick, number 62, is the man who came up with the football.
And it was Chandler, and he just doesn't squeeze it. punched out. It was actually one of the DBs that punched it out. I think it was 47 that punched it out.
So we'll take a break. The Rams have the football. Wesley Bailey knocked it out. We'll tell you about Zoidrick on the back end. 27-0. Rams lead it back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Garage doors from Ace Garage Door Company are built tough, durable, reliable, and ready to handle whatever life throws at them. Just like the best offensive lines in football, our best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong, keeping your home safe and looking great like a fresh uniform. Don't fumble with weak garage doors for your home or business. Call Ace Garage Door Company today, where strength meets style. Visit acegaragedoorllc.com and Google them to read 1,200 five-star reviews. Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Miss something on the radio? Just hit rewind. WWL is always live on the free Odyssey app.
Today's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Saints game day. Stock up on Bud Light.
So 1:38 to play in the third quarter. The Saints have 3 turnovers, 2 of them inside the 10-yard line. That one was picked up by Peyton Zadroik, a 6'2", 275-pound man out of the Air Force. And Saints knocked at the door. There's a penalty. And their tight end who took off too fast.
False start, number 38, offense. 5-yard penalty, measured half the distance to the goal.
Dan Villery, there's also somebody in the blue tent for the Saints, but Peyton Zadroik, who picked up the fumble, went to Air Force, and we appreciate all those serving or who have served, as the penalty didn't cost him much, half the distance to the 1 from the 2. Simpson under center. Hunter gets the football. Right side, takes it back towards the middle as he cuts it back, but Michael Heldman brings him down at the 4-yard line, so he'll pick up with 3, 1:28. Clock moving, 27-0 Rams.
And right there, you just got some of those one-on-ones where those offensive linemen are able to get not only defensive linemen, but you're working up to those linebackers. And Sermon can't get off that block, and you got Heldman that's able to work down from his outside linebacker position to make the tackle.
2nd and 8. Simpson throws to the left, caught by his tight end, knocked out of bounds by Debo Jones at the 8-yard line. So shy of the first down. They have to get to the 12 for a first down. So 3rd down and 3 coming from the 9 officially. Deion Jones, the Jesuit Blue Jay, on the field.
Saints late substitution. Somebody's got to get off. You can hear him saying, hurry, hurry, hurry.
He got the snap off. 3rd down, throw across the middle. Incomplete, nearly picked off by Isaac Yadam.
12 on the field.
They did call it. Boy, he was close.
Yep.
That was number
defense 12 players
60, Brian Taylor, hustling to get off. I mean, that's kind of weak, man. Let's get down to Jeff Miller after this Ripper Paris disposal. Saints sideline report.
Yeah, as you guys were talking about, it's actually Torricelli Simpkins the 3rd in the tent. He's been playing center, so if he's not able to go for the next drive, we'll have to see who they replace him with, possibly Will Sherman, who I believe started the game at center.
Yeah, Will started the game at center, and like I said, the Saints had that late substitution. You could see it, and you could hear one of the linemen on the hot mic saying, hurry, 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 hurry.
He was hustling to me. Come on. It's close. It was really close. 1st and 10 now at the 13. Play action, rolls right. Ty Simpson looking, 10, pulls it down, 15, steps out of bounds on the near side at the 16-yard line. And so the ball is at the 16-yard line, 2nd and 7 as he picks up 3 to Ty Simpson.
Yeah, I love defensively. You love the initial play there by the Saints defensive end, but I want him, and that's Hellman, I want him to come downhill at some point. I mean, because you can't just continue to fade because the quarterback is just going to take what you give him, and they'll run this all the way down to the 4th quarter as the play clock and the game clock marry each other. It's not a great quarter. We wanted something different. The Saints did move the ball, got it into the red zone, but
it should be 27-14 right now, but it's not.
Nope, not even 27. They wouldn't have scored a touchdown.
That's right. You're right. It'd be 20-14. But if, wish, could, should, take a break. 4th quarter coming. 15 minutes to play here at SoFi. Back after this, it is officially 27-0 Rams. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain. Wear full body paint. Refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
You know, working with people and being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family, saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Football is back, and no matter where game day takes you, Caesars Sportsbook keeps you in the action. Bet from the tailgate.
Can I get a hot dog?
Bet from your couch.
That's my lucky spot.
Bet from the stadium.
Let's go!
Plus, you can flex your parlay, so your bet stays alive even if a leg misses. Caesars is your anytime, anywhere sportsbook. Download the app today and start betting.
Must be 21. Not available in prohibited parishes. Licensed through Horseshoe Bossier City. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-770-STOP.
At Ochsner Health, we're more than just a healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, committed to serving Louisiana through every season of life. Whether we're caring for generations of your family or keeping you safe during weather events, we remain on the front line, dedicated to providing the care you expect from Louisiana's #1 hospital. Because at Ochsner, our purpose is people, and we are committed to keeping our patients and communities strong and healthy. Learn more or schedule an appointment at ochsner.org/schedule.
Love WWL? Be our friend on Facebook, X, and Instagram.
15 minutes to play here at SoFi. Mike Osders, McAllister, Jeff Nowak. At halftime, the number of plays, the Rams had 47, the Saints had 25. In the 3rd quarter, the Saints picked up 23 plays to make it 48. The Rams only ran 6 plays in the 3rd quarter and picked up a touchdown to lead 27-0 as we start the 4th. Simpson will bring it down and run. 20, slides down just shy of the 25-yard line, picks up the first down on a 2nd and 7, the first play of the 4th quarter.
Curious spot there. Normally when you slide, they take it back at least a yard or 2 where he starts to slide, but I'm not going to argue with that right there. I mean, it's the score is indicative of kind of how you've played.
They did mark it officially at the 24. 1st and 10 for the Rams on top, 27-0. Now moving right to left towards us as we are in the corner here in this $5 billion stadium. Simpson rolls to the right, looks 20, now throws it complete at the 35-yard line, up near the 40-yard line. With Alex Bachman, the freshly signed wide receiver out of Wake Forest, and a first down. Kid just got signed this week. He's had a heck of a game.
He's played well, and the Saints are trying to run 2 back on, and they can't get them back on, and they've got enough out there. I think they wanted to switch packages.
So first down, Simpson takes it out of the shotgun, stands in the middle, throws to the far side. That is caught by number 16, knocked out of bounds by T.J. Hall. But that's a first down by True Edwards. He's from Louisiana Tech and Shreveport. His dad won the Biletnikoff Award back in '98. Down to Jeff Nowak for the River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, I guess unsure what he's dealing with, but Simpkins is headed back to the locker room, it appears. So they're going to have to figure out something to send to the next time they go on offense.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, it should be Will Sherman. That's who it was earlier in the game, and so that's why I figure he'll go back in.
1st and 10, handoff middle of the field. That's Jordan Waters. That was from the Saint 47-yard line down to the 44. Gained the same 4 yards. Give him 2nd and 6 from the 43. Clock at 12:49 and moving.
Now, you said that the receiver from La Tech, his dad won the Biletnikoff. Who's his dad?
Dad is Troy. He is True Edwards. His dad is
receiver. I know he's a receiver. I mean, that's the only way you can win that award.
1998. So 2nd and 6 from the 43. Ty Simpson keeps it, rolls right. Plenty of room, plenty of time. Throws it incomplete between. There's a flag. So between two receivers, nobody was close for a completion.
Yeah, he's just going to say.
Pass interference, number 27 defense.
Ran up his back.
Place at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
Ran up his back, but I don't know if that ball was even catchable as well. He's early. Definitely early on him.
Well, that naked boot, Ty Simpson was out there by himself.
Well, they've caught our guys in just so much. They've caught them in contradictory positions there where they don't know if they want to rush or they want to hold a guy or just sit and try to cover it. And they've just done an outstanding job of running it.
So it's a 1st and 10 at the St. 32. Simpson to throw to the far side, incomplete, not even close. Good coverage there by T.J. Hall on C.J. Daniels.
And the bad part about it, Mike, we picked both of these quarterbacks off in the practice the other day.
Yes.
You know, you pick both of them off, and so far they have looked like went back and watched the film, and they have looked like, nope, not going there.
Stetson in the first half, he just took the underneath stuff, and it was just boom, boom, boom. Like you said, looked like 7-on-7. And he threw it a ton. Stetson been through 31 times in the first half. Handoff up the middle on a 2nd and 10 from the 32 down to the 25-yard line. T.J. Hall on the stop, and that's Jordan Waters on the run.
Certain games and certain times, you know, you say you burn the film. That would be one I would come really close in saying you burn the film on this one, but you can't. You've got to look at this.
Too much evaluation on the line.
Yeah, you've got to look at this, and you've got to be able to evaluate and just really be honest about what you have and what some of the guys are doing, and, you know, whether what am I teaching?
Third,
however you're evaluating it.
3rd down and 3. Delayed handoff, middle of the field, but he will not get it. Stopped and pulled backwards. Jordan Waters was the man who got the football. Khalil Saunders, one of the defensive linemen in the interior defense, pulled him back. 4th and 2 on the 24.
Yeah,
I think we know what they'll do.
Yeah, well, they're not kicking it. They're going for it. Offensively, I think it's a bootleg coming too. Offensively, you've got 3 turnovers. Defensively, you have 0 sacks.
Very little pressure.
0 turnovers, and it's just they've kept you off balance.
Marquez Hunter is the back on the 4th down and 2. Simpson throws it incomplete. Nice coverage there by T.J. Hall on 16 True Edwards. Louisiana native can't bring it in, and so I think that's the first time they've stopped him on 4th down, isn't it? Well, they made him punt because they had a penalty.
Yeah, they made a punt on the penalty one.
We'll take a break. The Saints will get the football back. They trail 27-0 with 10:54 to play here in the football game. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
When the storm comes, it shakes more than just your walls. It shakes your world. But in New Orleans, we're built different.
We don't fold. We rebuild.
At American Safety, we show up fast and we get to work. And we treat your home like our home.
Because recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what matters. American Safety, stronger than the storm and right here with you.
You'd never step in front of a linebacker at full speed, so why risk it with a train? When you approach a rail crossing, respect the signs and signals. The average train needs over a mile to stop. That's 18 football fields. C-Track's Think Train Week is September 15th to 21st. Visit cn.ca/rail safety to learn how to be rail smart and stay safe near trains and tracks.
Get ready, Lake Town. Professional basketball has arrived. The Lake Town Squadron tips off its season this fall, and it's sure to be an experience like no other. We're talking unique theme nights, must-have giveaways, and an atmosphere perfect for fans of all interests. Bring your crew through group packages or lock in the action of the inaugural year with season tickets. To secure your tickets, visit LaketownSquadron.com.
Think a premium train system is out of reach? Think again. Upgrading your home's comfort is much more affordable than you might expect. Your train comfort specialist will help you find the perfect system to fit your family's budget, offering flexible purchasing options, including special financing with approved credit. Invest in lasting reliability and energy efficiency today. Train is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints and LSU Tigers. Find your local expert today at trainsouth.com. That's trainsouth.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
We're the original influencers. Follow WWL on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Today's game is brought to you by trainsouth.com. It's hard to stop a train air conditioner, but it's easy to afford one. Saints have the football. Rattler looks to his left, throws. Caught by C.J. Donaldson at the 29-yard line and takes it up to the 30-yard line on the far side. Stopped by as Hamilton, who had one of the interceptions earlier.
Yeah, and that is William Sherman in at the center position, and thought maybe you would see, I know you will see him at some point, because those really are the only two backs that the Saints have been rotating in. You'll see Ty Chandler again. He was the one that had that fumble down there in the red zone, but you get C.J. Donaldson starting as a tailback this drive.
Rattler under center, gives it to C.J. Donaldson, puts his head down, runs into a ram at the 32-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down, so third down and a long 1.5. Monty Rice stopped Donaldson.
Yeah, I've got to get, there's where you talk about William Sherman and aggressive or over-aggressive right there. You can't get up to Monty Rice, the backer, and now you leave the back to be able to take him one-on-one, and that's one of the things. You've got to snap it, help out, nudge a little bit, but I've got to keep my eyes on my guy that I'm blocking.
Under 10 minutes to play, 27-0 Rams on a 3rd down and 2 for Spencer Rattler. In Saints territory, in trouble, escapes it. Now he's going to pull it down, and he is going to, it's going to depend on the spot. I think he's going to be about a half a yard shy. He kind of kept it, and if he
kept his feet.
He couldn't got tripped up from behind again.
Kept his feet, and the other one, he actually,
the runner is short of the line to gain 4th down.
He actually missed. He had Ronnie Bell open. He had Bell open, and he just missed him. And once you started scrambling, you're never going to get your eyes back around.
So 4th and 1. Saints will go for it, even for where they are on the field, unless they try to jump them off. But
Saints call timeout.
Spencer Rattler is going to the line.
A 30-second timeout.
And I don't know if you like the personnel grouping. We'll see if they switch it out if you like the personnel grouping or if you didn't like the call. But I was going to the big fella regardless. C.J. Donaldson was getting the football.
It's 4th and very short. It's like here's my sometimes issue with that. He is so deep. And he's deep back there. And if they get any penetration, Rattler, just get up there and just find the crease.
If there's a crease.
Yes. I can't promise the crease.
Because now, I can guarantee you they're going to have somebody over the center. You're going to be in a bare front.
Call the timeout. I don't know if I feel the same way. I agree. Ty Chandler is in.
That's definitely not C. You got both of them in.
Yep.
Well, this is fullback belly normally then.
Yep. Donaldson is the up back. Ty Chandler is the deep back. Rattler under center. See if it is fullback belly. Fullback belly it is, and CJ gets stood up. Flag is down.
Yeah, I think they were offsides.
He makes the first down at the 35.
I think the Rams
get
the Saints.
False start.
Illegal formation, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Now you punt it away.
Seen both teams do that. Go for it on 4th down. Both teams get penalties. And both teams end up punting it away. What was did you see the formation problem?
Well, somebody wasn't on the line of scrimmage. It was illegal, but somebody wasn't on the line of scrimmage.
So Ryan Wright comes in. The Saints have punted 3 times. His 47.7 gross average. His heels right now on the 15 to our left. And Brennan Presley to our right. Snap to Ryan Wright. Former Tulane kicker gets it away. It's a short one to the left. Out of bounds. Presley catches it out of bounds. And not a great effort by Ryan. We'll see where they end up spotting it as they move up to the 32-yard line. We'll take a break. The Rams have the football. We've got 8:47 to play. Rams on top 27-0. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
He's at the 40, the 30. He cuts back. He's at the 20, the 15.
Touchdown. Man, this sounds like our waste business. This is Brother Fromire with River Parish Disposal. We got every roll-off size from 30 to 15 yarders. If you need a roll-off for your job site, we got you covered like red beans on rice. We're always hungry for more.
River Parish Disposal, the largest family-owned commercial waste disposal company for the greater New Orleans area. Call 738-7700 or visit bizstinks.com.
Our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora.
Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Call locally owned Terminix today for a free inspection.
Termites? Termites? You talking about termites? Hi, I'm Jim Mora.
Call Terminix to rid your home or business of roaches, rats, mice, spiders, and termites.
Termite season is here. Defend your property. Call Terminix.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
The New Orleans Saints countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars. Combine tasty Little Caesars pizza with NFL football, and what do you get? Game day! Little Caesars, the official pizza partner of the New Orleans Saints, invites you to order your favorite Little Caesars pizza or try something new. On game day, Little Caesars is always convenient. From carryout to delivery to pizza portal pickup. Just call or text a few good friends and celebrate with delicious Little Caesars pizza and the New Orleans Saints Game of the Week.
Pizza, pizza. The Powerhouse, reaching 5 states daytime, over 38 at night. WWL.
Today's game brought to you by Auctioner. Long live you, long live the Saints. Down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, it's now Bub Means into the injury tent, Saints wide receiver, so that'll be one to watch.
He was the gunner there, and he went inside, and I stopped watching him as he got forced inside, so unsure what happened to him.
1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 34. Handoff middle right into Michael Heldman, then bounces to the right side. TJ Hall upends Marquez Hunter. Nothing going. Heldman really wasn't helping. Heldman was blocking the guy into Hunter, and then Hunter bounced it to the right.
The problem is you lose your force guy. That's supposed to be the defensive end or the outside linebacker. That's got to be the force guy to that side. That's a heck of a tackle by TJ Hall.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're talking about one-on-one coming up from that corner position because you were already on the backside. That's a heck of a tackle in the open field.
Picked up 7, 2nd and 3 from the Rams 41. Ty Simpson will throw to the right side, incomplete at the 45-yard line. And that's 81 Brennan Presley looking for some flags. Didn't get it. Jaden Price on the coverage.
Looks like Bud is out of the tent, walking, swaying.
Yep.
He doesn't walk, he sways.
So now it's 3rd down and 3 from the Ram 41, 27-0 Rams. Rams are 4 of 10 on 3rd down. The Saints 7 of 14. Simpson back to throw. Now dumps it off to the left. Caught, 35. Avoids one tackle, stays on his feet. Slammed hard, but not until he got to the 48-yard line, and a big first down by Hunter. Hit hard by Brian Taylor, but Hunter did the work that he needed to do and picked up the first down.
And Brian Taylor is the one that actually got hurt on that play, and that was actually a lateral. And so you had Price, Isaac, Deion Jones. You had three guys that had a shot at it.
That could be a concussion. That was already slammed helmet to helmet.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let's see if the red cap goes in there with him. I mean, but he was the one that was running, just tracing back.
Poor tackling until he got to that point as the blue tent comes up yet again. As two walk Brian Taylor. Not signed too long ago out of Florida. 6'4", 293, and it's a 1st and 10. As Hunter picked up the yardage needed and is again the back. Ty Simpson is under center. Hunter gets the football, bleeds to the right side and outside the right hash mark to the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. Fidel Diggs brought him down.
You know, Mike, how can you paint this picture from what we've seen today? I mean, outside of bad, it's been bad. You've got to admit that. But the one thing, if I'm trying to find some positives in it, this group hadn't practiced a ton this week. And what I mean by that is they hadn't gotten the reps this week as your nice catch, as your ones and twos.
Ty Simpson with the catch to Drew Edwards with the one-hander. Elliott Davison, short gain on the far side. Davison knocked him out of bounds, but it is a pretty one-handed catch there by Drew Edwards from Louisiana Shreveport. 3rd and 4.
So if I'm finding anything, this group didn't get a lot of work this week, and it probably kind of shows.
Yeah, because a lot of the ones, there would be fewer reps for the twos in both practices because they'd be playing so much today.
Well, the twos and the threes.
Twos and threes, exactly. Pass caught, far side, down the right sideline, 30, 25, 20. That's Dan Villery, the tight end. Just poor tackling again by the Saints down the far sideline. Just in this stop pattern.
Yeah, a little hitch route, and now who we praised, TJ Hall, a couple of times of being able to come up and make the play, and that time he can't come up and make the play, and you've got Sherman who comes in and eventually gets that tackle for the tight end. But, man, this has not been pretty football, and it makes you kind of evaluate, hey, how do we make sure that we're getting better week in and week out?
Jordan Waters is the deep back. 5:36 to play in the football game. Saints trail by 7. Dumps it across the middle to Waters, who, again, avoids a couple of tackles and takes it to the 20 before Jackson Sermon brings him down. I feel like that defense is a little gassed as well. I feel like they've been out there.
Well, they've been out there, I mean, but at the same time, some of the tackles you're just not making. You know, and we talked about a guy like Isaac. Isaac Yedem he's probably played the whole game because I know he
feels like it.
I know
Special
he started
teams as well.
Yeah, I know he started at corner and he's still in the game. And they switched out Hall at the other one. That's where Emerson started.
Play action. Simpson throws, caught to Presley on the far side, down to the 15-yard line, shy of the first down as they have to get to the 14-yard line. So 3rd down and 1 coming. Elliott Davison again on the stop. The Rams will go quickly. 4:41, clock moving. They need a yard. They're 6 of 12 on 3rd down. Handoff to Hunter. And Miles Cole stops him, but Jarquez Hunter will make the first down.
And he's played pretty much all of the game. There was a series of 2 where Jarquez came out, but he's been in.
Yeah, they just have Jarquez, Jordan Waters, and Dean Connors.
Yeah, those three, you know, no Williams, no Corum, or Ronnie Rivers.
Yep. No Stafford, no Puka, no Devontae, but the Saints again, you know, no Chris, no Olave, no Vanley, as the Saints again, late substitution. And that is JVR Suggs coming in. Ty Simpson, quick pass to the outside, incomplete. Good coverage by Malachi Williams on the tight end, Dan Villery, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the 12.
Now they go back to nickel.
Jaden Price comes in.
Yep.
There you go. And now reset.
Nope.
Nope, not quite done. JVR Suggs comes in, and Price goes out. Suggs looks. Woof. 2nd and 10 from the 12. Ty Simpson, first-round pick, Alabama, takes the snap. Handoff, middle of the field. Darquez Hunter breaks tackles, crosses the goal line into the end zone. That narrative hasn't changed.
Not at all. Not at all.
That narrative has not changed.
I mean, you had three or four guys. Who did you say that came into the game?
JVR Suggs was the last one.
Suggs had a shot at the point of attack. Couldn't make the tackle. 1, 2, 3, at least 4 missed tackles. Suggs was the first guy. Nope. He had 3 guys.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Mama! SoFi Stadium with 3:41 to play in the football game, 34-0. Rams have the lead. We are back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
It all starts with the ink. Ink and paper. Things can get complicated after that, but it all starts with the ink. We do not forget that. And just like an ink blot, Impress used to be small, but then we spread, growing our commercial printing capabilities to make a bigger mark. Now we're one of the largest printers in the heart of New Orleans, and still working with the attention to detail that have made us so beloved among the locals. And just like a fine ink, we make you look good on paper. Impress, your one-stop shop for all of your printing needs.
Hey, Southeast Louisiana, got clothes, furniture, or household items you no longer need? Don't toss them. Donate them to Goodwill. When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing out your closet, you're creating opportunities. Your donations help fund job training, education, and community programs that make a real difference right here at home.
It feels great to know my stuff is helping someone else.
So let's make a change together. Drop off your donations at any Goodwill location and be part of something bigger. Donate today and turn your stuff into success. Visit goodwillno.org for more information.
Jan on the street. Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's not over at the National Sales Event, so I'm taking to the streets to see how people are keeping summer fun going with a new Toyota. Excuse me, sir. How are you making summer last longer with your Toyota?
Dropping my BZ to the park to play kickball with friends. Kickball is life.
Love the passion. Jan on the street.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Clint Romick with Marsh McLennan Agency. We provide business insurance, employee health and benefits, and private client solutions to businesses and individuals. We provide the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's largest insurance broker, Marsh McLennan. Here in New Orleans, we have deep roots throughout South Louisiana that go back over 80 years. At Marsh McLennan Agency, we know more than just insurance. We know New Orleans. Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud partner of the New Orleans Saints. Visit us today at marshmma.com.
Stream Saints games live on your desktop or laptop at WWL.com.
Today's game brought to you by Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of the New Orleans Saints. 3:41 to play here at SoFi. Rams score again to make it 34-0. The Saints have Ty Chandler and Jalen Cropper back deep to our left. Mevis boots it, and this one will not be returned as he kicks it on the S over Cropper's head. And so I don't know if we'll see Spencer, if we'll see Hunter Deckers.
Still 2.
Yep, Spencer's in, so he'll finish it out. Put some points on the board. Let's leave this building with some ounce of positivity.
Searching for it.
And a touchdown. I don't know if it'll do it. It'll help. 34-0. Saints have 3:41. 2 of their timeouts. Rattler to throw. Stands in the pocket. Throws to the left. Caught left side by his tight end. That's Cole Hardy who catches it at the 40 and rolls up to the 42. He's shy of the first down, but it'll be 2nd down and 2. Monty Rice on the stop. Saints go quick. 3:21, clock moving. Left hash, Rattler shotgun. Takes the snap, looks left, now dumps it off across the middle. Ty Chandler, 1st down. Takes it up into Ram territory to the 48-yard line. Cam Lampkin on the stop. Lampkin, I believe I said that right. No, I did, Lampkin. 2:57. Rattler in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Now he's in trouble, steps up, avoids the sack, and will slide down. Good job by Rattler, who had a lot of pressure on him. Slides down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 43.
Yeah, they're not expecting a run or anything like that, and so they're just getting after the quarterback.
Ty Chandler does get the run and takes it inside the 40, and it should be a 1st down at the 38. Depends on the spot, but it is a 1st down. Because they weren't expecting the run, they got the run.
And as soon as I say it, what do they do? They run the football.
Picked up the 1st down. Darrell Peterson on the stop.
Shit, the Saints get a playoff here before the 2-minute clock sounds for them.
2:07. Rattler does get it off as he stands in the middle of the pocket. Now drifts to his right. Looking, and throws it incomplete. Trying to hit Ty Chandler. Number 54 stuck his paw in there. Nikai Hill Green and
this is the 2-minute warning at 1:59.
Thank you, Carl Sheffers. We are at the 2-minute warning. Saints will have the football with one final chance to put some points on the board. 34-0. Rams on top. Back after this on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Saints fans know how to pass a good time. Blowout or nail biter, you find the fun in it. But a few hours east, Pensacola's sugar white beaches give you a different kind of good. It's where the pace changes, the afternoon stretches, and nobody's keeping score. Win or lose, pack your Saints gear and come unwind. Pensacola's proud to be your beach. Good times, anytime. That's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
Bobby Aber, KJ Cannon here. Look, at Rouse's Markets, taking care of 1.2 million customers a week starts with great prices. Shop the Rouse's weekly ad for the best deals. I do every week. No one puts more groceries on sale than Rouse's. And the savings don't stop with the ad. You'll find values down every aisle, all through the store. Rouse's, your number one local low-price leader and the official supermarket of the Saints. You'll be amazed how much you can save at Rouse's.
Entergy New Orleans is strengthening our power grid. From the CBD to New Orleans East, uptown to Bywater. Our blueprint covers the city with hundreds of projects. We're investing in and reinforcing infrastructure now to prepare for stronger storms to come and to reduce outages and the cost of storm damages. We're making stronger connections in every community because together we power life.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of the New Orleans Saints.
Second Guess with Bobby Hebert and Mike Detillier, Mondays at 4 on WWL.
2 minutes to play in the football game. The Saints have it 2nd and 10 on the 38.
It's a New Orleans Saints tradition. Turn down the sound of your TV, pause your DVR, and sync up Saints Radio next Friday night at 7 p.m. when the Saints take on the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Turn to the Saints Radio Network.
1:59 to play in the football game. 34-0. The Rams. The Saints had a couple of opportunities in the third quarter. Had it 1st and goal a couple of times, but turned it over. One was a pick six of 100 yards. And we got a little break here, Deuce. I think you got some.
Yeah, Mike, if I want to go to the house and not, be able to get into the house, I need to send a shout out to my wife, Danielle. Today is her birthday, even though, she told me to come to the house. I told her I had to work. I just couldn't come home because it's your birthday. But her and her friends and the boys, they filled in the gap for me. So happy birthday, Miss McAllister.
As well. Happy birthday, Danielle. Rattler throws it left side, caught at the 32-yard line by his tight end. No, that's Brock Rockstein.
Yeah, it's Brock, and I'm
like, he looks like a tight end.
He looks like a tight end, but I'm hoping that Rattler throws that vertical to the tight end up the field, but he decided to go to Brock, and you're exactly right. Brock, he can transition into a H-back, kind of like Jawan.
3rd and 5, caught to the left side. That is to the tight end, Trayton Welch, and he's shy of the first down.
They're going to keep him out there, and they're going to say that he got out of bounds, but he was going kind of sideways, so the clock does not stop. Can't spike it. You got to get the yardage for the first down.
Get the first down here. Come on.
Yes, this is
do it for Danielle.
3rd and short. Mike.
4th.
I can't tell the audience, but she was like, man, this is tough to watch and listen to. I think a few fans feel that way.
4th and 3 from the 31. Rattler's in trouble. Will he pull it down and get the first down? He does. 30, and he'll step out of bounds and stop the clock and get the first down. 54 seconds to play in this game. When we were here in the regular season, week 9, Spencer Rattler's first game, the Rams put 34 on the board then. Let's pause 10 seconds. Let Saints identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Home of the Saints, LSU, and Pelicans. 870 AM WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
So it is 1st and 10 at the 25, 54 seconds. Rattler takes it in the shotgun, throws towards the end zone left side, incomplete at the 2-yard line. Battling for it, Ronnie Bell was battling as Hamilton.
And you know what they did? They brought pressure. The Rams brought pressure. They have not brought blitz a lot at all this afternoon, and that time they did. The Saints did a decent job of picking up the pressure. Spencer decided to go on the vertical route to Ronnie Bell there. And, we saw them be able to hit Palmer, at least get a penalty, and, that wasn't a decision there.
2nd and 10 from the 25. Rattler to throw. Does throw. Caught to C.J. Donaldson. 25 down to the 20-yard line. Make it the 21-yard line before he is brought down. The Saints will take a timeout.
30 seconds.
Tamon Fox was there. The Saints
screen that the Saints run, and just not a lot happening there. You can't get anything. Sherman does a good job of being able to block to the numbers, but just too tight, and you're able to get all the trash, the defensive linemen that are tracing back to the ball. That's why you don't get a lot of the yardage there. But if I'm the Saints, I'm trying to get this ball. Obviously, you want a first down, but I'm trying to get a touchdown. I need something.
I am not leaving the building
without points.
Without touchdown. I don't know, although Tanner Brown is kind of warming up, we haven't learned much in the kicking battle today.
Not at all. You had the one kickoff, that Tanner kick. I don't even know if he's warming up to kick it. I don't know if we come to California just to say we scored a field goal.
To take a look at a kicker from a short distance. Let's get the first. 3rd and 5 at the 20. Rattler has it, throws again towards the sideline, and Ronnie Bell goes up incomplete at the 5. And Ronnie Bell got a well-thrown ball, perfect play at the 5, just couldn't bring it in.
He had both hands on it, Mike. This is a back shoulder. You see the safety coming over. He had both hands on it. And it's exactly like you said. He just could not bring it in.
Was it Ronnie Bell before who we were praising, who caught it above his head with both hands?
Yes, with both hands.
And just held on to it?
But that one was not a jump ball situation.
Look what we got here, bud. Tanner Brown will come in.
You know how that goes for us, right?
No, he's from 44 yards out, right hash. Snap, hold by Ryan Wright. Kick is away.
You know how that goes for us, right?
Oh.
Unsuccessful field goal.
Missed it to the right.
And there's Brian Taylor, just went into the locker room. You know how that goes for us, right?
Yeah. Even when you just say, you know what, let's just put some points on the board. Let me see Tanner Brown. And pushed it to the right.
And it's still unsettled as far as the kicking situation is concerned. I mean, if you're being honest.
What you want is one, you got to take the lead. And the problem is they've been so kind of
up and down,
but together.
Yeah.
Up and down. Where one's up and then the other one's up. And then one's down, the other one's down. Now they've been doing it more repetitively where they kind of alternate kick. But Charlotte didn't do anything to them. And mercifully, the Rams will taking E, and in this thing is Kellen Moore and Sean McVay saying hellos, and we'll also, Kellen probably talked to Matt Stafford. They were on the same Detroit Lion quarterback staff back 2012, 2014. That was a tough one. Saints come into SoFi and give up 405 yards and fall 34-0. Lose the turnover battle. Had a chance to put a couple of scores on the board in that third quarter and just couldn't. And that was a tough way to kind of do it. So we'll take a 60-second break, come back with our Entergy play of the game, and wrap this up. Saints fall 34-0 in preseason game number 2. This is the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Garage doors from Ace Garage Door Company are built tough, durable, reliable, and ready to handle whatever life throws at them. Just like the best offensive lines in football, our best in industry CHI overhead doors stand strong, keeping your home safe and looking great like a fresh uniform. Don't fumble with weak garage doors for your home or business. Call Ace Garage Door Company today, where strength meets style. Visit acegaragedoorllc.com and Google them to read 1,200 5-star reviews.
Ace Garage Door. Ace Garage Door.
Traditions are a funny thing. They're why we tailgate in the pouring rain. Wear full body paint. Refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the New Orleans Saints.
The news you need and the talk you love. Tommy Tucker, weekday mornings on WWL.
Rattler to throw. Looks to his right. Now he's in trouble. Now he drifts. Now does throw it. Caught. And first down. Nice job. Still on his feet. 20, 15. C.J. Donaldson. Ball's loose. Fumbles it out of bounds inside the 5. C.J. Donaldson made a nice catch. It was really just an escape valve.
That's the energy power play. Energy. We power life.
So C.J. Donaldson was your leading receiver today. He had 4 targets, 4 receptions, 51 yards, that long of 32 that we just listened to. Maliki Mataval had 3 catches for 34 yards along with 14. But really the biggest question, and this is the one where we really won't know for a while, is the number of players that went in the blue tent and the number of players that went to the locker room.
Not only that, I mean, you got some guys that got banged up, and, Mataval was one that was kind of operating and working really, really well early in that game. But, one that the big question mark becomes, Devin Neal. How bad injured is he? He pulled up right there on the sideline.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it immediately that I said something's not right. And you can see how he snatched kind of the chin straps off of his helmet, went and talked to the trainer, eventually went the blue tent and walked back off. But Mike, that was tough. I mean, that was just. I know it's evaluation. I know that you want to, see some different guys be able to play and perform. I don't know how great you feel. I mean, I think you got a great week of work in.
I think that's what you have to hang your hat on.
All of it is not about this game, but at the same time, you're a competitor. Your job is to compete. A lot of those guys that were out there today, they are playing to make this team. There were some good things. There was a few moments where guys kind of helped themselves, but to have 2 turnovers inside the red zone, to have as many missed tackles that you did, not to produce a sack, not to produce a turnover, to miss a field goal. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. The penalties. Penalties.
They had
at least 9.
12. 12 penalties for 96 yards. The Rams had 7, but they had like 6 at halftime. So the Rams ran 73 plays to the Saints 62, and that's a little more lopsided than that final number will say. So the Saints will end their California trip, fly home, and then kind of a one-day short week. The practice, of course, at Tulane on Wednesday night, open to the public, and then fly for Dallas on Thursday. It's a Friday night game, and then back, and then make some decisions about this roster. But Saints fall today. My thanks to all of those who played a part in today's broadcast. Bobby Hebert, Steve Geller back at the studio, Charlie Long and Chris Coleman, Brian Dansel, who helped us out here as my spotter to my left, Jeff Nowak, awesome job on the sidelines, Robert Carroll, engineer du jour and the best analyst in football, Deuce McAllister. I am Mike Haas. The final score, 34-0, brought to you by Hotaling Law, together defending New Orleans on and off the field. So long from SoFi until we see you early in 2027. This is the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
That's a wrap on New Orleans Saints football. Brought to you by Rouse's, your #1 low-price leader and official supermarket of the Saints. Now, time for the fifth quarter. Stick around for the Toyota Locker Room Show on your New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Keesler Federal Credit Union helps Saints fans like you live your way. Whatever your dream may be, whether it's screaming from those perfect game day seats or hosting the ultimate watch party at home, Keesler Federal's got you covered. Sign up today for a free high-earning checking account and enjoy better rates, better returns, and better service. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints.
Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Saints tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. As the official resale ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. With 100% verified resale tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff like tailgating with your friends and fam. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Saints.
Sports Talk now. More Deuce McAllister weekdays at 4 on WWL. Now with a closer look inside Saints football with game highlights, head coach Kellen Moore, player interviews, and Deuce's take. Here's the Toyota Locker Room Show on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota. Now to Steve Geller on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Oh, it was a rough one today, folks. Here, the Saints falling 34-0 at the LA Rams. Going to check it back in with Deuce McAllister at SoFi Stadium. Deuce, give us our injury rundown. I know it's a lengthy one.
Yeah, a couple guys that went into the tent. Some of them came out. Some went into the locker room, looked like they got a scan or two, and then went into the locker room. One went into the tent, not sure what happened to him. Bud Means was one. Torcelli Simpkins was one. Maliki Mataval was one. Tight end Devin Neal. I'm assuming his is hamstring again. I saw him just pull up right there on the sideline. Another one was Brian Taylor. A couple more guys may have went into the tent, but, we don't get the official report. We'll kind of see what happens. Those are just a couple of the guys that got banged up in this game here against the Rams, which was not pretty.
Man, what is it about SoFi Stadium, dudes? It just seems whenever the Saints travel there, there's just no success at all.
I think it's the team that you're playing against.
Yeah, I figured they were going to say that.
Yeah, I think it's a team that you're playing against. Playing against a team that's picked to win the Super Bowl. And so when you go against a team like that, even if it's none of your starters playing, you got to go out and execute at a high level. Your first three plays offensively were 3 positive runs, probably +5, +5, +5. And then you had the 15-yard penalty by the rookie Jeremiah Wright. You never got anything going again. Had another drive. You're moving the football. Have a big play by Maliki Mataval. Guess what you do? Next play, you get a sack. Next play, you get a penalty. You go in reverse from that standpoint. And so it's the little things that you cannot do. You've got to be able to do them well. You cannot make those mistakes. I mean, you're not going to win a lot of games having 12 penalties and 100 yards plus. And then getting into the red zone inside the 10, having 2 turnovers. One inside the 5. The other one was a pick 6. Quarterback kind of stared it down, and Todd Chandler, he's got to squeeze the football. He had the fumble right there. And so that changes the complexion of the game a little bit. But from an execution standpoint, you just didn't do nearly enough. And so you feel good about some of the practices. I don't know how great you feel about the performance of this game today.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you, Drew. So looking at the quarterback play that we did see today, how much of the struggle was just reading the field versus simply not having the time to operate?
Well, they had time to operate. I can't say that they didn't have time to operate. I don't know how much separation you were getting from some of those receivers, or, you're not going to have 4 seconds, 5 seconds to throw the football every time. So there was time to operate. You did give up a sack or two, but I don't know if it was just, he's pressured so much that he can't get the ball down the field. I think some of it was getting separation and some of it was a pressure issue.